I hope everyone had a good weekend because we have a lot to unpack and talk about in the NBA world, starting with the Boston Celtics. We all thought that it wasn't going to be a good season for the Celtics. No Jayson Tatum. You lose a couple contenders, or you lose a couple key pieces on that contending team. And, well, all signs were trending towards them potentially being in the lottery. We're going to talk about their 5-game winning streak and why they're the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. Also, the King ain't went nowhere, chill. The King is still here. He is alive and well. Yeah, you're right, chill. He is alive and well. We are going to talk about LeBron James' masterclass last night. We're going to recap everything that happened over the weekend. Also, Mars, it seems like OKC will do anything, any and everything, except lose. So we're going to talk about their 15-game win streak. But before we do that, fellas, what's going on, y'all? Talk to me. It's been a while.
Ron, are you French?
My French?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
You said we. Who's we?
Everybody except me and you, actually.
We did not believe that the Celtics were going to be in the lottery. We did not say that. We actually had an argument that they're going to win 45 games this year. We said that in the offseason that they were going to do that. That's actually what happened. But shout out. The Celtics have been a top 10 team in like a lot of their performance metrics, and then they're playing like a top 15 now. So shout out number three in the Eastern Conference. They have the top 5 offense this year. Chill. Who knew that Joe Mazzulla can coach?
We all knew that Joe Mazzulla could coach. Yes, we did. He's not a product of just having great players. No, they still play the same way that they played when they had Jayson Tatum. They still played the same way that they had when they had Jrue Holiday. I mean, don't get me wrong. Guys like Simons are not defenders, but guys like Gonzalez, Jalen Brown, Derek White, those dudes still compete on the defensive end.
Kata.
Yeah, Kata has absolutely turned into a player. I mean, don't get me wrong. When they first got him, I thought he was a project, no question about that. And I thought that, as time went on, I did think that I thought that he needed Al Horford for a little while longer, but the finishing around the rim has gotten a lot better. He can have better hands, but the rebounding has gotten better. The rim protection has gotten a lot better. And I think Joe Mazzulla has done a great job with coaching this group. They still shoot the long ball with the best of them. And they still play great defense. 100% they do. Like we were having a conversation, Swipe, a couple of days ago. We were having a conversation a couple of days ago about first team All-NBA. And I think we got to start talking about Jalen Brown.
No.
I do. Yes.
No,
yes, we absolutely do.
No. I don't think we need
Derek White's on his own team, but
that's facts.
White's second team. Jalen Brown's first team.
They're being carried by their offense right now. Their offense is playing very similarly to they did last year. They're still shooting 47% of their three or shots from three this year. They're not hitting them with the same rate right now, but I think that should be an alert for everybody else that when they do start hitting their threes consistently, which they might have over the last 5 games, they're shooting 36.9% on the year. And then again, like I said, 47% of their shots are coming from three. That's the 4th most in the NBA right now. Mm-hmm. So they are an offensive team. Now, their defense has been mid for most of the year, but you don't need to be able to guard. I think when you're playing that kind of basketball in a regular season, Joe Mazzulla has a lot of young players that are not household names at all, believing in the games. They've actually crafted a lot of their offense around how to get the best out of the skill sets that Kata has and like Jordan Walsh and them has. These are not like standalone great players, but what happens is if you contribute to a system, even like just Minot and Shireman and Anthony Simons and Sam Hauser, when you get them to buy into an identity and into a system, and then you find a way to put them in the best situation possible. Look, the three ball, it's really equalized what the NBA is. You don't have to have a lot of talent to be able to win games in the NBA, because if you can find a way to win the math game, which is layups, dunks, 3-pointers, you give yourself a great chance every single night.
Swipe, they lead the league in threes. They lead the league in threes this year. Again.
Yeah, it's the math game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Does that surprise you though, Chill?
Yes, it does.
Why?
Do you remember in the offseason when I was telling you with this collection of guys, and this was the sole reason, it was 2 reasons why I said this team would be competitive. One, because I just believe in Jaylen Brown. I believe in Peyton Pritchard. I believe in Derek White, Sam Hauser, the group of guys that won a championship that heavily contributed.
Mm-hmm.
I just believed in those guys. You don't just win a championship because you just win a championship. I know there were other guys there, but each and every one of those guys that I just mentioned contributed heavily over the last 3 seasons to the success of the Boston Celtics.
But the guys that you just mentioned, Ron, those are the other guys, which I can appreciate you believing in those other guys, but the main guys were gone. Like Peyton Pritchard, he's a rotation guy. Sam Hauser, he's a rotation guy, right?
Peyton Pritchard was the 6th man of the year.
But he still was a rotation guy.
He was not chill.
Even if he is the best rotation player in the game, he's still a rotation guy, no doubt about that. And they do rely on him, but they don't rely on him as much as they rely on Jrue Holiday. They don't rely on him as much as they rely on Jayson Tatum. They don't rely on him as much as they rely on Porzingis. So when you losing guys like Al Horford, right? When you losing guys like that, that's a way bigger deal than depending on Sam Hauser and Peyton
that's the
Pritchard.
difference between winning 64 games and 45 games.
And I'm thinking 45
they're going to win more than
games.
45 games. So
I remember that was the bar I put it. I said I think they're going to win around 45 games going into the season. I think the difference is the Eastern Conference, where things are. Obviously, we'll talk about Franz and all that a little bit later. But I just think it's normalized for them enough to where they can compete for home court advantage still this year in the playoffs. Now, Chi, I don't know, maybe if that makes you feel differently about Jayson Tatum. Maybe I don't know if it's making you be a little bit more defensive about the Celtics. It's just like Tatum is a ceiling raiser for this team. Like he brings them into championship contention. But I think what Mazzulla is proving is the floor of this team is their offense. Mazzulla is the actual floor. Like he has truly been able to get elite offense out of a brand new supporting cast for the most part, missing 3 of their 5 best players.
Right, but
last
it's
season,
not
like
brand new.
No,
I don't
no,
understand.
I'm not saying
why
brand.
are you guys we're acting like Derek
guys.
White, it's the reason why people said Derek White will be second team this year. It's the reason why throughout the last 3 seasons, Big Ox, me, a couple other people have been saying Derek White used to carry Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So we're discrediting what Derek White has did over the last 3 seasons?
No, we're not.
He was in Joe Mazzulla's offense literally last year, making 7 threes a game, 8 threes a game on any given night, 30 balls with Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Jrue Holiday, and Kristaps Porzingis. Derek White didn't go anywhere. Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP a couple seasons ago, and during that other Finals run that they were on, went crazy throughout that. He didn't go anywhere. Peyton Pritchard has been a bucket off the bench, and we all knew Peyton Pritchard should have got more minutes. We all knew Peyton Pritchard was overqualified for what he was doing. Now he finally has an opportunity to show it. Oh, and by the way, they got a guy who was a first option for the Portland Trailblazers for multiple years.
Who's terrible on defense, Ron. Who's awful on defense. And don't tell me that it doesn't matter because this Boston Celtic team, one of the main reasons why they were as good as they were.
It doesn't look like it's mattering.
No, it
doesn't look like it's mattering.
But the reason why it doesn't look like it's mattering is because of their offense and because of the job that Joe Mazzulla is doing. That's why it doesn't look like it's mattering. But when we're talking about defense, Anthony Simons is one of the worst defenders in the game. And when we're talking about this Boston Celtics, but here's the difference. He's not going to win them games on defense. And Derek White won them games. He's going to win them game on offense. Jayson Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, they won these guys games on defense with rebounding the basketball. With this Boston Celtic team losing the core guys that they lost. Ron, do you forget they won the NBA championship with these dudes? And to lose all of these guys, to lose Porzingis, to lose Jayson Tatum, to lose Horford, to lose Jrue Holiday, to think that, we could actually be a top 5 seed in the East again, I don't think that says anything about the East being weak more than it says maybe the Celtics are better than what I thought that they were. Maybe Joe Mazzulla is doing a better job coaching this group in terms of talent. Maybe he's doing a better job than I thought that he was. Because I don't think that there's there.
It's there. I don't know why. See, Chill, I hate to have to do this, but it's clear as day what this is, Chill. It's clear as day what this is. You had an agenda that's a secret agenda, and this is the Jayson Tatum thing. It's clear as day, Chill. Chill. And this is no knock to Tatum. These other guys were just good all along. Yeah, Jayson Tatum was the best out of them. But the other guys were really, really, really good.
But this good, though, Ron? I mean, I didn't know that they would be winning like this.
To be fair, somebody told you going into the season they'll be this good, and you push back. But I'm saying, like, they have a formula. Like, you and Chill, you know more than, well, not you know more than others, but you know among the community. When you are able to generate good looks and your offense is predicated on generating the best math outcome possible, you win games in the regular season. And they have a lot of talent still. They still have a lot of talent. Like, I think that the thing that people were, again, this is where I think Mazzulla deserves credit, Ron, which was what I was saying. It's not about a new system per se, but I do think Joe Mazzulla being able to get this out of this bunch without having KP with Drew and obviously Jayson Tatum, I think this speaks to the culture that he's been able to obviously breathe into the Boston Celtics and be able to continue to reinvigorate new life into them despite the losses, despite their best player being out. They're competitive in damn near every game, Ron. And I think that's important we have a baseline of expectations here. This is how we play. You're going to buy into this system. I'm going to put you in the best position possible. And now they got a bunch of people that, like I said, like Kata and them, like they're rotation players, but they're stepping into brand new roles this year, and they're truly exceeding, man. Like they're doing a great job.
Like if you look back, if you look back in history and you look back at what teams have done, and again, I look at what this Boston Celtic team had to win the NBA championship. To lose that much, Ron, you think this is an agenda? This is not just about Jayson Tatum. This is about what they've lost in totality. That's what this is about. This isn't about just losing Jayson Tatum. Losing your best player is a big deal. I'm not going to argue that point. But losing Drew Holiday, your best perimeter defender, losing your best rim protector. Now you got it. Now I'm asking Kata to play more minutes. I'm asking him to be more of a rebounder. I'm asking him to be more of a bucket getter. This is a project, by the way. This isn't a guy who's just basically waiting to be that. No, he's still in his project stage. With that being said, these guys, I already knew who Sam Hauser was as a long ball shooter. I also knew who he was as a defender, but he was also that, like Pritchard, in a rotation role. Now you asking these guys to do more. I wasn't expecting it to be this. Ron, they're the number 3 seed right now. If the season ended today, they're hosting a playoff series. I had them as a play-in team, maybe making the playoffs. I did not think that they would be this good considering everything that they lost. Not just the one guy that they lost. I'm talking about everything that they lost.
Well, to be fair, the Cleveland Cavaliers are disappointing you. That's your other team. The 76ers are 13-10. The Atlanta Hawks are 14-11. They've run into a rush path of games here recently. But, I mean, I think that it's mostly because the teams that we thought were going to be near the top, a couple of them have slid. And I think that the Boston Celtics, they filled the void. But also, too, I want to be fair to Boston because a lot of people, even when they're like 9-8, people were saying that they will look at them like, they're a 500 team. They're not that good. But again, if you just look at like all the stuff that you look at for OKC, for the Rockets, for Denver, the Knicks, they were performing super well, like on a lot of the like tell-all. Like this is actually how good this team is. They were top 10 for most of the year. Now they're performing damn near top 6, top 7. So they just have like they're still really good. Like they're not going to be a team that's going to go to the NBA finals, but I mean that doesn't really matter. Like the fact that you're still this good without your best player and missing 2 rotational players, I think that speaks to, like I said, just how good they will be when Jayson Tatum comes back next year. But like I said, Tatum is the ceiling raiser for the team. He brings them to a place where they're a championship team with them. And chill, I don't care. I'm not bringing Tatum back. I know we had this discussion again. I'm just not there.
I know. And to be honest with you, Swiper, you know how hard-headed I can be sometimes and how stubborn I can be sometimes. However, so 2 things. Number 1, with this Boston Celtic team, where they are right now, I mean, if we get to late March, early April,
starting to reconsider, huh?
And they're the 3rd seed.
No.
Now, don't forget, Jason, listen to me for a second. Swiper, please just hear me out for a second, please. And I'm asking you to hear me out because, so be clear, this month, Jayson Tatum, it's 8 months since he tore his Achilles. Like this didn't happen 3 or 4 months ago. This is 8 months now we're going into. All right. So now we get into late February, early March, and then we that last 27 game stretch, and they're still hovering around that 3-4 seed. I gotta start nudging him, Ron, and I gotta start asking.
Why would you nudge him? Why?
The reason why is because this team. The reason why is because this team is doing really well. If we add him back, just seeing where he is, if we add him back into this lineup, we might be, especially considering the East being as wide open as it is right now. Why wouldn't if depending on where he is? Because again, I don't want to risk
65% of himself by the time he gets back.
By March? I mean, it'd be almost a year.
Why would he be 65?
Because that's just you have. Remember the Achilles track for NBA players is you get back, you're still not fully yourself. The explosion and stuff is not still there. The anticipation, the timing, all of it has to come back. It takes for typical Achilles injury for you to get back to like playing at what you were prior to the injury. 18 months for you to get fully back for your body. I'm not just from like a health standpoint, from your body to be fully back. It takes about 18 months. So for him to come back in March, give him a year, he's not going to be Tatum. That explosion and stuff you're going to be looking for, even just like the lateral movement, that stuff more than likely will not be there at that point in time. You're going to get like a very diminished version of what Jayson Tatum was the last time you saw him when he was on his way to scoring 50 points versus the New York Knicks.
But Swipe, so even at 70%, like if Jayson Tatum comes back 70%, this is the best team in the Eastern Conference.
No, it's not. Respectfully.
Yeah. We are looking at a bag of mid over there. I'm telling you,
I don't think they're better than Detroit right now.
It is a menu of mid items over there. Why are we at this restaurant? Can we please go somewhere else? Can we please go to the Western Conference? This is a restaurant of
Have you been watching Knicks?
Items.
Clearly he hasn't.
Ron, number one, I don't even subscribe to the fact that with 70% Jayson Tatum that they're the best team in the East. I don't subscribe to that.
They're the third
and
best.
On top of that, even if they are, you're not beating OKC with a 70% Jayson Tatum.
I said Eastern Conference. We keeping the West all the way at it. We are over here. We're not thinking about what's going on over there.
I just let Jayson just sit out the year, man. That was the plan. That was the original plan. He suffered a major injury. He's played the most basketball up until that point. He got injured than anybody else in the league, right? He played the most minutes, I'm pretty sure. He played in the Olympics. He watched the Olympics, but
he was there.
He was there. Correct. Yeah, correct. He was practicing and stuff. But, just let him sit out. Let him, rest, recover. No need to rush it. Y'all aren't a championship team this year. Y'all just aren't. You're not winning a championship. And Kate is your starting center. And, Anthony Simons is, you're just not winning a championship this year. So let him rest. Let him recover. Get 100%. Come back next year with hopefully some new ancillary pieces as well. And then, run it back.
By the way, the person that's played the most minutes since 2020 is the one and only Mikal Bridges, the Iron Man himself.
He has not missed a game.
He hasn't missed a game, real talk. He's basically, irreplaceable.
Yo, Mark.
Plus the playoffs?
I see he has 14,845 minutes. Games.
Yo, Mars, how are you feeling about the Celtics right now?
Good. That good. Pleasantly surprised by the effectiveness of their offense. Defensively, haven't been great. I think you see the fall off when Cater's not on the court. Front court depth is lacking when you go to guys like Luka Garza and Chris Boucher and whatnot. So obviously a flawed team. I like that they've made more of an emphasis to crash the offensive glass this year, trying to make up some of the margins where they may fall behind talent-wise if you get extra possessions. It's a good philosophy to have. I think they're 7th in offensive rebound rate this year compared to like 20th last year. So definitely an emphasis. One surprising thing, and it's why I don't fully believe that they're still playing the analytics game and whatnot. They're like 2nd in the league in mid-range volume, well, like long mid-range volume. Major part because of Jalen Brown, and like that's why he's
about to say that has everything to do with Jalen Brown.
But like they were like near the bottom of the league in that last year, and they're like 2nd only behind Sacramento in like these long twos that they take. They're still very high.
Mars, can I ask you something? So does that mean that Jayson Tatum, a lot of the time the excuse was, well, in this system, you got to put up 13 threes. So is it that the system was making Jayson Tatum shoot that many threes, or Jayson Tatum used the system as a reason to justify himself taking that many step back threes?
I don't know. I feel like Jaylen Brown is just better in the mid range than Tatum was, so it just made more sense.
Wait, what, Mark? Wait, one more time.
Jaylen Brown is a better mid range player than Jayson Tatum. Yeah, I think everyone would agree with that. So I just think it made more sense for a guy like Jayson Tatum to probably convert a lot of his mid-range looks into threes.
Hey, Ron, are you looking to start some shit, Ron? Because I don't think he on some bullshit by saying that. No. Jaylen Brown is best. Jaylen Brown plays better in the mid-range than Jayson Tatum. 100%.
Does he play better than Shea?
Does Jaylen Brown play better than Shea in the mid-range? No, he does not.
Yes.
No.
Okay. All right. Just checking on some things.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Jalen Brown. But yeah, I think that's a big difference from this season to last season. Just seeing the different approach in terms of the mid-range stuff. They still don't get to the rim a whole lot. I think they're still bottom of the league in that department, actually. But them overcoming a more inefficient shot diet based on all the mid-range stuff and still being an elite offense because of Jaylen Brown's mid-range proficiency, because of the guys shooting proficiency. They're also bottom of the league in corner three frequency. So like pretty much they're only shooting above the break threes, which has its strengths.
On the right wing, by the way. On the right wing, that's what they love.
So it's very weird seeing that, because like last year they were 10th. So just watching all of those things unfold is cool. But yeah, I think they're good. Do I think they're gonna win the Eastern Conference? No. But to anyone who had them making the playoffs this year, I think you're gonna be right. Like playoffs without the play-in, I think you're gonna be right. Will they have home court? I don't know. We'll wait and see. But they're playing better than I thought they would, particularly offensively. So I give them full credit for
that. Big Ox, what's going on, brother? What's your thoughts on the Celtics? How you feeling about them?
Like Mark said, I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought they were going to be, like a 7 seed, a 8 seed maybe. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, I expect this from Jaylen Brown. I just didn't expect the team to be good, So we'll see what happens. This is one of those things we got to wait and see. I don't think they're going to finish in the 3 seed though. I still think that as the season goes on, they'll drop more to that 6-7 area though.
6-7. Hopefully injuries the injury bug doesn't bite them, because I'd like to see what this Celtic team can really do if they just stayed healthy enough, because then there won't be any logic of, well, if you had this guy, if you had that guy. Nah, if these guys can stay healthy and they end up with a top 5 seed in the East, I mean, I think it says a lot about the job that Coach Mazzulla is doing. I'm being honest with you, of the teams in the league, I don't know if there's anybody that's doing a better coaching job than Coach Mazzulla right now. I don't. I think he's doing the best coaching job in the league right now. I think that was Spo.
JB Bickerstaff.
Well, they were around,
but it's cool.
Jordan up.
Yeah. I just think that I think that would. Who?
Go ahead.
He didn't say anything serious.
What I was saying was, Ox, with Spo, we already know Spo is the X and O guy, right? We already know that. I think that with the addition of, what's the coach's name from Memphis that just came over?
Timothy?
2-0.
Yeah. I think with the
Liam. Yeah. 2-0.
He's the one who sped their offense up. He's the one who
Lisalo.
That's the Memphis coach, but the one who's in Miami is Noah something.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's the one who sped their offense up. So I mean, I think that we have to add that into what's going on in Miami. That's not to take away from what Spo does. I'm not going to argue that point. But I mean, as far as Joe Mazzulla, to lose everything that he's lost over the course of the year, and then still be as viable as they are, man, I think Jaylen Brown lead the league in twos. If I'm not mistaken, I think he leads the league in twos.
In the league where Giannis exists?
Something like, yeah, I think he leads the league in twos, something like that, right? So, and with that being said, this is a team that didn't get down, that didn't get to the basket, that didn't play in the mid-range. It was either shoot the long ball, get to the basket sometime. Shoot the long ball, get to the basket sometime.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown, 361 2-point attempts a game. And then number 2 is
that handle has gotten tighter. 31. That mid-range has gotten tighter. The fact that the ball moves a lot more. I mean, I really like what Joe Mazzulla is doing with this crew.
Chill, Jaylen Brown really wanted in. I don't know how else I can explain it to you and how many times I got to tell you this, Chill. This ain't no gimmick. This is what Jaylen Brown does. This is another day in the office for Jaylen Brown.
Talk to him, Mox.
He really wanted in.
Finals player of the year.
But real quick though, Chill, because we if y'all missed it, I don't know how you did, but we were on Chill with Chill on Saturday. We went a little earlier this week, but we talked about the Boston Celtics and where they were at this year, and we even spoke about Jayson Tatum. And I was a little bit more optimistic at that time, but just getting a little bit more time to sleep on it, listening to Swiper, which is something I do very intently. When Swiper speaks, I listen. Very intelligent brother, and
I wish the judges.
Chill, I just can't get behind it. Chill. JT can under no circumstance can Jayson Tatum touch the floor. Under no circumstance. I don't care if they make it to the finals. If they make it to the finals, and they're playing against OKC, Denver, the Lakers, I don't care what happens. Jayson Tatum cannot play.
I didn't say that he was. I didn't say he was coming back.
Jameer Nelson them like the Magic. What you saying?
What I did say was it was something that I would have to. We could have a conversation about it, considering what's going on.
Jill, you would run players,
and we had that talk on Saturday. We both. I don't think either one of us said, "Yeah, throw him out there."
It'd be irresponsible for me to not have the conversation. It would,
right? And even after having that conversation, Chill, I would have that conversation more as just to show to JT to let him know, like, we love you, bro. We think you're very important. In the back of my mind, I'm like, this nigga not playing, but I'll go to him like, yo, like, how you feeling? Let's go through a workout or something. But he would never touch the floor. You can't risk that. Like, if anything happens, if there's a setback or if he re-injures it or something, that's just ruining.
That throws a monkey wrench in everything we're doing.
Yeah, and I know a lot of times we speak on like the outcome of your season based on the expectations at the beginning of the season. No, I don't think anybody in the Boston Celtics organization. I'm not saying they didn't think they could be good, but I don't think they were like, oh, we can win a championship this year. Once they lost Drew, JT, KP, Big Al, when they lost all those dudes, I'm pretty sure they were like, let's be competitive. Let's see what we can do. You know what I mean? And I think they're playing very well, but just based on not having the expectations of a championship, I don't think that they should be risking their franchise player, their best player, who was Jayson Tatum. They can't risk that. I don't think. I think it would be very irresponsible to put him on that floor, regardless of what any doctor says.
Hallie, all of them, every one of them, Dame, any of them.
Well, Ron, somebody didn't get the memo.
Dame already said it's not no option for him.
Somebody clearly didn't get the memo in Boston when they said that this is a gap year. I was one of those people that said this is a gap year. This team is not going to make the playoffs. I don't think that they're going to be very good. Somebody in Boston didn't get the memo because they're like, yes, we are a lot better than what you think we are.
And what was the other things you guys were saying?
I didn't know Jalen Brown.
Eric White, All NBA second team, which is looking good right now.
Last 5 games.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't remember people saying the Celtics were going to be in the Cam Boozer sweepstakes this year?
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said, Ron.
I never said you said it. You see him getting defensive? Y'all see that?
Well, because you do that. You be trying to.
I said they.
But since now,
I actually had no recollection until Ox said it wasn't him.
Which one are you? He, she, or they?
Hold on, but now since I threw.
Interesting.
Now since I threw myself into the fight, and I should have.
I don't remember everything you said.
I should have minded my business, Ron.
So I remember.
But since I threw myself in there, let me just defend myself real quick so that there is no misunderstanding. I said, against my better judgment, because y'all all know how strongly I feel about not tanking. I think that's one of the worst, despicable things you can do in sports.
You hate it, Ox.
I said they should tank and get Cam Boozer. That's what I said. I never thought they would be that bad. I thought, like I said, they were like 7, 8, 9 seed. But I'm like, forgive me, why not? Because remember, Jalen Brown. I think we all didn't expect him to be playing at the beginning of the season, right? Like, I thought he wasn't going to be playing until around this time. I thought he had knee surgery and was out for a few months, right? So I thought he wasn't going to be there. So I was like, why? Go ahead, tank. It's not my franchise. Y'all don't gotta have no integrity. I don't care.
So, Ox, you said that Jayson Tatum is still their best player, but you also said that Jalen Brown is one of them ones, right? So I'm trying to gauge, like, number one, is that the best duo in the league for you when healthy? And number two, are you saying they have like two top 10, 15 players?
Well, I've always had Jalen Brown around 15.
What's up with
I don't think I've ever called him top 10. But I've always been very high on Jalen Brown. I think he's in that conversation in the top 15. But yeah, I'll respect Jayson Tatum. I think he's their best player. I'm sorry.
Do you think they're the best duo in the league?
Since Bron slowed, Luka never really got with that version of Bron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else that I'll put over.
You got that version of Austin Reeves though.
Nah, Austin Reeves can't tie Jalen Brown's sneakers, bro.
Hey,
he might be right. If you think about it, Like Ron, do you remember Ron? We had a conversation where we ran down I want to say not last season, not the 24.
It was 2 seasons ago. They were at the top of our list, right after they won their championship. Which championship
what a surprise!
Bias a little bit.
Yeah,
for sure, Mark. It's definitely championship bias, but they were at the top of our best duos list. It was Jayson Tatum and Jalen Brown.
And I think
I remember the episode though. It was some slights being thrown in there. People were saying it was winning bias. Some people were saying they're not really, but we got to credit them because this and that. But they've been a good duo for a very long time.
Real talk. We ran down our top. We went over our top tier players. I want to say like top 25, top 30 players, and I want to say 2 years ago because just because I don't think Jaylen Brown was Jayson Tatum good, that doesn't mean I still didn't think that he was awesome. I think I had him. I think when we ran down the players, I think I had him at 16. Remember the chick in the Matrix when she doing that was Mars on me when I had Jaylen Brown.
Trinity.
Yeah, Trinity.
How you forget her name?
I think I had him.
She is the movie, the trio. It's about her.
Swiper,
about her.
Focus.
Wait, hold on, though. Chill. Hold on. Can you expand on that? What was she doing in the Matrix? I want to know what Mars was doing because I don't know.
Right, so when
chill, you got to paint the whole picture like you did with the Kenny Smith thing.
So if you remember in the Matrix, she was fighting I forgot those dudes with the shades.
Mr.
Agent.
The agent.
And then she ends up in the Matrix also, and she's got the slow motion thing going on where she's kicking people in the face. When I said we're running that
This is Matrix 1, by the way, the opening scene of Matrix 1.
Yes.
Do this.
And when we run down the players, we're talking about Kyrie Irving, we're talking about De'Aaron Fox at this point. We're talking about all of these players, and I had Jaylen Brown at 16. Mars turned into Trinity from the Matrix. He straight went into his mode and just jumped on me when there's no way that it's only 15 players in the game better than Jaylen Brown. Which kind of got me thinking to myself, is Jaylen Brown one of the if he's Jayson Tatum good? Because we hear this all the time about he's not that far off from Jayson Tatum. Like, where is Jaylen Brown in the league? Is he a top 15 player
this year?
This year he's a top 10 player.
No, he's not.
Let
me see.
That's what that would mean.
Top 15 in the league.
Jaylen Brown is 100% top 10 right now.
No, he's not.
100%.
I don't.
We can throw. We can
got it. Let's do this real quick.
All preconceived notions. Swipe.
Let's do this really quick.
For sure. Before we do this, it don't even got to be 10 seconds, and it don't got to be quick. But all I'm saying is, please, Swiper, please. I know you're not going to do this, but please throw all preconceived notions out of this.
Me, I like JB.
Everything.
If we're throwing preconceived notions out of this, you're not going to like some of the names I'll say. Everything
that you knew about Jaylen Brown, the whole he can't make left-handed shots.
Put him on the all-decade.
He's in Jayson Tatum's way. Please, everybody, throw that out the window.
Based
on what we are seeing right now.
Chill was
because people be hating on JB.
The reason why I don't want to throw that out because that's
the hairline stuff. Awesome. Oh man,
I think that's the stuff that makes Jaylen Brown awesome. But Swiper, go.
Hey, Swiper, before you do it, Swiper, don't forget
remember the tweet. Nobody in human history had ever read these words before. We have never seen in human history in a sporting event somebody's hair rubbing off on another jersey.
Yeah, that was wild. Before. That was wild. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, leaving a skid mark on somebody's jersey is crazy.
3 times. 3 times. Ron knows all about skid marks. What were you gonna say, Ox?
I was just saying, y'all don't forget Jaylen Brown actually knows how to play defense too.
And he does too. Not only does he know how to play defense, he actually does it. So, Swiper, to your point, okay, Joker, Giannis,
the internationals. SGA. Just say all the internationals.
Okay, all the internationals. Okay,
put the 5
internationals. Okay, all the
internationals. Right. Donovan Mitchell's been better than him this year.
Okay, 6.
I mean, can we do
definitives? Can we please do definitives? Because that's not definitive.
Okay.
That's
okay.
It's just not definitive.
Ron.
No,
okay, it's not definitive.
Ron.
Like, can we get the definitives? No, here's why I'm saying. Here's why I'm saying let's get the definitives out the way.
Yeah.
I don't even want it to be arguable because if I can come up here and make a good case that he's better than this guy, then he's top 10.
I think you kind of run out of definitives after like 6.
Yeah, so we're getting into it's the minutia. That's exactly what the conversation is.
I don't like the league is so talented. You're not going to see this such a major gap between like the 12th best player in the 19th.
And Mars, didn't he just this last week definitively bring up a certain guy in Detroit and didn't even bring up Jaylen Brown when we were talking about first team All NBA last week?
100% did that. Right?
He didn't even bring him up.
He might
Mars,
he
like,
might
didn't
not
even
be,
talk
he might
about
not be
it.
first team.
Hey, Big Ox. Hey, Big Ox. These things change from week to week on a day-to-day, game-to-game basis. You know, exactly. But I do got Kate over Jaylen Brown.
Can we just call him anywhere from 7 to 14 or 8 to 15?
I couldn't see him at 7, but I can understand someone else seeing him at 7.
Yeah, so we got
just
Donovan
on a day-to-day
Steph Curry,
basis. No thing.
Jalen Brunson, Cade
Steph
Cunningham.
Curry.
Steph's been crazy. I'm not gonna lie. If you're telling me Steph hasn't been great this year, you just haven't
Steph
watched.
not better than
no, but respectfully.
Outside of the injury, Swiper. Outside of the injury,
Steph has been murdering this year. But I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too far. That's a name.
So is Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, it's just a name.
Jaylen Brown is none. I just found that out 40 seconds ago.
Who? Steph?
And playing D.
Yeah, people know
Jaylen Brown.
He's hooping. He's hooping.
He has a 58 true shooting. I thought it was going to be better than that.
Tyrese Maxey's not even a conversation. I don't, because we didn't bring him up at all last week. Like at all. Wasn't even brought up. Tyrese Maxey was not.
Yeah, I mean, I got to show Maxey's love.
Okay, so that's 7 no names. Like 7.
So that's 12
do you think he's better than Chet Holmgren this year? That's a question. Yeah, you remember Chet's playing pretty well, like pretty crazy this year, y'all. I'm asking.
He's balling, but
yes.
I'm asking. So you think no? You think
yes.
No? Defense included, Ron. You're a fake defense guy.
Chill. You said you'll take Chet.
Everyone's
I said Jaylen Brown.
Guy.
Oh,
yeah, everyone's
okay. Next up, James Harden this year.
Everyone's not a fake defense guy.
They are,
including Chet. He's a fake defense guy too. What is he at the rim, Ox? Go ahead, Swiper.
Do you think James Harden
has been playing better than Jaylen Brown?
I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown.
James Harden's team is 6-18. He's not gonna get the love.
Man, respect. That's nonsense. So you said Austin Reeves just definitively because, right?
Facts.
I mean, that's what Ron said that earlier.
Austin Reeves has been getting
better
busy
than
while
Austin
he's
Reeves.
saying bullshit. And yes, he has.
Wait, you said he's been better than Austin Reeves?
Defense included. Now defense matters. Remember, Chet doesn't matter.
Wait. Why isn't he saying anything? Say something. Host.
Because he said it before you got up here.
What, Swiper? Yeah. See, you're doing the thing that you get mad when people do this to you. I haven't brought up Austin Reeves. I haven't brought his name up all episode.
You brought him up earlier. You said Austin Reeves is not better than JB. You just said that.
I said no.
Yeah, crowd chat. Did we not bring up Austin Reeves and he said that Jaylen Brown not been better than Austin Reeves?
Jaylen Brown has been better than Austin Reeves, but I'm not saying definitively.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face. What has he been doing better than Austin Reeves?
No. Let's keep going. Because Ron's not gonna have his answer is gonna go to defense, and I'm gonna bring up Chet, and he can say, "Well, the offense." That's what it's gonna keep going like this. So let's just move on. That's fine. Kawhi Leonard, you think he's better than Kawhi this year?
Yes.
No, I'm saying, have you actually paid attention to how Kawhi played this year, or is it just like they're losing?
They're 6-18
over these last. But
Kawhi's hooping.
Even if Mars, let's
just bringing up Clippers.
Can we at least entertain this, Mars? Can we at least entertain it? Because over the last 3 games, last 3 or 4 games,
he missed 10 games. Swiper.
Okay, all right, Scotty Barnes.
Come on, bro.
No, he's been better than Scotty Barnes.
I guess you got to put the name.
Has he been?
Yes, he has been.
All right. Do you think he's been better than Shinguini?
Yeah.
Swiper, we're out of his territory now.
Kevin Durant too. I mean,
Kevin brought up Ant.
Well, no, I was just getting through like.
I assumed Ant was one of the definitives. So
yeah, Ant's not a name we brought up, so that would be 8.
Let's just call him 15. Swiper. Let's just call him 15.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
You know, leave it at that.
There are more names, but Ron's not going to have watched all these players, and he's going to get mad at me and then be like, "Oh, of course, Swiper, like you're pushing agendas."
Derek White, a top 15 player. That's not too bad.
Any other? Whoa, chill. I want to see if he knows ball. Ron, tell me I'm lying. Jalen Jhonson.
Who?
Tell me I'm lying.
Oh,
Jalen Jhonson.
Tell me I'm lying. That's not a combo though. Jalen Jhonson going crazy, y'all.
Yeah, I mean Jalen Jhonson top 15 for sure.
Woo!
Everyone's top 15. Okay.
Y'all know only 15 players can be top 15.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have 24 top 15 guys.
Yeah, you know
what
is
going on him.
Based on what he's doing this year.
Player?
Chill. It happens like that.
15.
Jalen Jhonson is really good. I remember we did this
top 7 now.
3 weeks ago and we cut him.
Wait. Who cut him?
we as a collective.
The group cut him. What was the
I wasn't a part of the
It was
week.
Scottie Barnes, Larry Markkinen, and Jalen Jhonson.
Who week? I remember that episode.
Yeah,
I was hosting that day, Mark, so I didn't get the vote.
Yeah, it was a collective week cut. Yeah, collective.
Yeah, I didn't get a vote.
Right, so
I was in the chat. Like,
by the way, y'all, Jalen Jhonson.
Yeah, but that would mean you would cut him.
He's at 23, 11, and 8 at this point. He's shooting 40% from 3, 53 from the field, 80 from the line this year so far. I think 23, 10, and 7. Only him. It's only him, Jokic, and Giannis. And 23, 10, and 7. Him, Jokic, and Giannis. I think Şengün, if you drop it to 20, I think it's in that list. But I think it's him, Jokic, and Giannis. That's it. 23, 10, and 7 or more.
I haven't given Jalen Jhonson enough credit. I'm so wrapped up in him as the transition player and as the finisher at the rim. I don't give him enough credit for his ability to create shots. He's actually a really good shot creator, and he's a better ball handler than I realized. Because I'm just so used to seeing him handle the ball in transition and jumping over guys, as opposed to in the half court where he does break down the defense and he does create shots for other people. He does do that. I didn't think that he was that good at that. So
you talking about JJ?
Yes, and I do think that there's I do think that is a gap between him and Jaylen Brown. But in those areas, I don't think the gap is nearly that big. No.
The thing Jalen Jhonson has over JB is he is just, I don't know when it happened, but last year, remember, he was 4th in the NBA passer per game. He is like a legitimately very good passer, y'all. I watched in person, real talk, at the game. He had 21, 18, and 16.
Yeah.
In that game. He is a legitimately, and chill, he is monstrously big for a wing.
He's 6'9", legit, ain't he?
He's huge, dog. He's like a tight end. Like, he's very well built. He's a crazy athlete. And Ron, one of the things.
Sound like anybody to you?
Yeah, shout out LeBron.
No, not LeBron.
Who? Paulo?
He think it's Magic. He think Jalen Jhonson is Magic.
I said Jalen Jhonson is what Magic would look like in 2025. Not saying that Jalen is as good. I'm saying he would be a point forward.
Jalen Jhonson played basketball in 1979. They would call him the greatest thing that's ever walked the face of the earth. A 6'9" athlete that can jump like that. Stop it. They would have been like Magic. They would have called Magic Maverick and would have called him Magic if he would have played back in 1979.
So essentially, real talk. So Magic is a better version of Jalen Jhonson.
No,
that's what that's
not in 2025. He is, relative to era. He is.
That's essentially what you're telling me. He's a better version of Magic.
Not in 2025.
Magic is a better version of Jalen Jhonson, is what you're saying. Like that's the Magic is the evolution of Jalen Jhonson. Is what I'm understanding.
Well, remember, we had Ben Simmons first. Jalen Johnson is the evolution of Ben Simmons.
That's. I sound like we're in the same neighborhood. I don't know if we're knocking. I don't know if I'm knocking on the right door.
I thought about this before.
But it sounds like we're in the right neighborhood.
No jumper. Johnson, real jumper.
It's within reason. Jalen Jhonson ain't been playing defense this year, but it's within reason. Yeah.
He ain't got to play defense. He got Dyson in the kill for that.
Yeah, I see the
chill. I'm telling you right now. I'm trading Dyson Daniels in the first trade, hot smoking for any star I can get. That boy is a brick house, brick. Chill. I'm literally watching. They were like the Nuggets in the second half. They were like, I'm watching in person.
Dyson like 24 Josh Giddey now.
Yeah, bro. They literally just said, bro, we're gonna put Yoke on you. You gonna be out there just floating. We're gonna play 4-on-5 everywhere though. Bro, Dyson is a brick, and he can't dribble, can't drive, can't finish.
He can handle it.
He can't. He cannot. He tried to drive past Yoke.
He can't make shots. That's the problem.
You made Jokic look like a good defender?
Yeah. Facts. This stretch of Jokic, by the way, so which is a F-level defender. So
it might be up for you.
Yeah, it's over. But look, chill. I'm telling you, Jalen Johnson, he's like that. Real talk. I'm so pissed. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is cold. Chill. He is a hooper. Like, he is a legit hooper, bro.
Yo, he averaged 13 a game off the bench. Swiper. This dude ain't just showing.
No, but he averaging 20, a dub, and 5 and 5 now.
Off the bench in Minnesota. And they
wouldn't letting him hoop like this, though.
No, but he's drawn. He is hooping, bro.
But he's hooping.
He like 6'6". Like, I'm in Mars. Okay, I know you hear that. You be like, no, he's like 6'5". Mars. He is about 6'6".
I'm not here to correct the height of Nickeil Alexander.
But bro, he's big, chill. He can shoot. I'm telling you, every time Nickeil has the ball when you play versus the Hawks and Jalen Johnson, you like, all right, you got to be on the toe. When Jalen Johnson got the ball, you just like, who's coming? Like, he's going to run a DHO with somebody. He has no offensive game at all, chill. None.
Jalen Johnson is not Jalen Johnson. I'm sorry. Nickeil Alexander-Walker might be winning most improved.
He could, bro.
Yeah, he might win most improved this year.
Ron, if he shot the ball more, he might be an all-star this year. If he had more shot volume in the Eastern Conference, or if it was East-West, I'm saying if it was East-West, he's a legitimately tier 1 defender for a guard. I think we can all agree on that. But Ron, he's scoring. Like, he's for real. Like, he's a scorer, passer, playmaker.
That's what he was coming out of Virginia Tech, though.
Agree.
Like, I thought he was going to be one of them ones like his cousin. And, but it'd be hard to gauge that because when you watch somebody's highlights and when you watch somebody's college games and stuff like that, like, all of them are nice coming out of college. But he had all of that. Binks, step backs, the double step backs where he's creating crazy space, getting to the rack, dunking on people in transition, moves in transition, looking fluid. And then obviously, he has the frame, skinny, wiry, long. Like, I thought he was going to be this good.
But just needed the right situation.
Yeah. And I mean, this kind of goes to what Ox says all the time. Like, these NBA players be good, but then, it's just all about opportunity. Like, where are you going to get it at? And I mean, Trae Young goes down. They happen to sign him this year.
Yep.
Now it's like, who else y'all gonna play?
Yep. Now it's like, hey, Trae, when you leaving? When you leaving? You want your bag? What you want?
They definitely got to get rid of Trae Young.
Bro, Jalen, I'm telling y'all, bro, if you get a chance to really watch the Hawks this year, I know you're a Trae guy, but if you actually sit down and watch Hawks games, just watch how they run their offense through Jalen Jhonson and Nikhil and Onyeka. And then they're bringing Kristaps off the bench, dog. I'm telling you, Giannis, if you're watching the show, which you probably are, because you ain't got nothing to do right now, if you're watching the show, just go look at the Hawks roster. Just say, if I was playing with this team at the 4, next to Onyeka, Jalen, and then you got Kristaps Porzingis on the roster, you legitimately
What do you think? Wait. Stop right there, Swiper. What do you think?
That is a really good team.
It 100% is real talk. Here's the difference, though. It's Giannis. What you think Milwaukee is taking from Atlanta for Giannis?
Trae Young.
Does that sound like you?
Zachary Ricochet, Dyson Daniels, 4 first-round pick, including the number 1 overall next year for the Pelicans.
You can't turn that down. You
can't.
That's
the best you're going to get. That's the best you're going to get.
If they offer that, you take that before they. Hey, you say yes after 2 picks before they get to the next 2 picks. You don't even let them finish the sentence. Yes.
Trae Young and Zachary Ricochet. That's it right there. Dyson's the conversation. What are you giving me back? And then on the other end, you're getting the Pelicans number 1 overall next year, which is going to be Darren Peterson, Boozer, or DeBansta. And then on top of that, you're going to get your own pick back. You're getting your own pick back a couple years from now, and then they'll give you 2 swaps in the middle of that. So you get an all NBA player, you get an all pro defender, you get a number 1 overall pick who will damn near Rookie of the Year last year, the last 25 games of the year, and then you get the Pelicans pick, and then you get your pick, and then you get 2 more swaps. Your franchise literally goes from
trade. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a hell of a way to sell Ricochet, by the way. But I guess
that's the trade.
I could get with that, Swiper. Yeah, I could definitely get with that. Yeah,
Giannis. Hey, wait. What did they say? Hey,
Giannis at Magic City, y'all.
Hey, Ron, Nigeria. Abumawale, come here, brother. Come to Atlanta. Come to the Black Mecca, brother. We would love to have you. Love it.
So Trae's gone. Trae's gone. Dyson's gone. Giannis shows up. Who's handling the basketball?
Nikhil and Jalen Jhonson.
And Giannis.
Giannis too.
3 of them. All 3 of them. And then you got Kristaps and Onyeka, Okongwu. And
they still got Luke Kennard. They still got Vic Krejci.
Yep.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Bro, think about it. You got a stretch. You got 2 stretch 5s with Giannis, and both of them can play defense near the rim. Both of them can play defense. And Giannis, you saw real talk. I posted. You got 2 of them. You got 2 of them if you keep Dyson. You got 2 of them if you keep Dyson. And Jalen, just imagine, Mars. I want you to use that British brain of yours, brother. Just imagine Jalen Johnson defense next to Giannis. Just like. It could get better. Like, think about situationally. You ain't got to worry about weak side rim protection anymore at all. And you can just be aggressive at the point. And you could just, like, Jalen Johnson could legit be an Ed Reed defensively if he wanted to be. Like a really good in-between defender in passing lanes, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Even situational defense, they'd be elite. I 100% am on board with that. Giannis, if you know ball, I think it's a worse situation to go to the Knicks than it is to go to Atlanta. That's how I feel.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Without a doubt. But also,
does this
too, like
in this, are they the favorites now in the East?
In the East, yeah.
With that trade, to get Giannis and kill Alexander Walker. They're the favorites in the East. They go ahead of Detroit. They go ahead of everybody else.
They're better than them.
Yeah. Look at what 207 said. Jalen, Jhonson, and Giannis need to be mixed in the best transition team in the league. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm there too. I'm there. And Atlanta, and by the way, Atlanta, bro, the energy in Atlanta, you think Milwaukee get loud? Atlanta come playoff time, bro, they would be going crazy for Giannis. Crazy for Giannis.
Giannis and Kate go turn the city up, huh?
Mm-hmm. Hey, we gonna be turned up in Atlanta. I'll be at every game. Antetokounmpo. I can't wait. Let's get it.
Yeah, but you and your ginger beer.
No. Hey, by the way, you saw the stat I posted, Real Talk, about Giannis? What? The rim protection stuff this year?
Yeah, I saw that weird Giannis prop that you.
I was doing a show. We were talking about the best defenders in the league, a Locked On NBA, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh snap! This year, Giannis, when he's playing at the rim as the rim protector, the players are shooting 15% worse when he's the rotational rim protector this year. That's better than Chet, better than Wemby, better than like any other defender you put up like that's on the DPOY list this year.
Imagine Giannis.
So Giannis is
me and Mars. We've caught on to your game swipe, but just hope you know that.
Which game? The trade him game?
No. Just your game.
What game?
That number's no better than Hartenstein. Just saying that. But
Hartenstein's balling this year too, though. Respectfully.
Yeah, let's put it out there.
As soon as the player is a threat to,
you're gonna allow him to know the game.
You're right. Yeah, what
you
doing?
I really don't care. We were doing a defense show, and I did not realize the number was that high, so I'm with it. I'm cool. Mm-hmm. Whatever the agenda is. W agenda.
Yeah, shout out to
W agenda.
All right, fellas, we are going to get into the best part of the show. In that Splash Sports, yo. I know you guys come up here to listen to Mars be the numbers guy and tell you guys all the advanced analytics. I know you guys come up here to listen to Ox lie. I know you guys come up here to hear Chill's historic takes. I know you guys come up here to listen to Pastor Real Talk, tell you the gospel. But I'm here to tell you that this is the only thing your ass need to be here for. It is for Splash Sports, baby, because this is where you really run the numbers up. You see, we just tell you about the game. We just tell you about what's going on between the lines and all the analytics and transitions and all of that good stuff. But it's up to you to take what we say, decipher it, and go make some money based off these bad takes. You know, bad takes turn into good money. So here's what you need to do. You need to take our takes and download the app. You can do that by scanning this QR code on the screen or clicking the link in the bio. After you do that, you will get to the Splash Sports main desktop. Once you get there, the main dashboard, once you get there, you'll see all different types of players with different player projections. It'll basically be a sports heaven. Once you get there, you'll pick anywhere from 2 to 6 players based on their player projections that you like. And you'll go more or less. And it's so easy. We're going to show you guys how to do it right here, right now. Big Ox, what'd you queue up for us for today?
Well, I've never lied to y'all before, so I won't start today. Just make these picks and get the easy money. I started with Malik Monk. The Sacramento Kings are taking on the Indiana Pacers. 13.5 points. That's easy for Malik, so I took more. The San Antonio Spurs are taking on the New Orleans Pelicans, and De'Aaron Fox, 34.5 PRA is pretty much a gimme. TJ McConnell, 7.5 assists plus rebounds. Walk in the park for TJ, especially since he's the best point guard in that game. And Julius Randle against the Phoenix Suns. I took the less on 27.5 points and rebounds. I just don't think he's going to quite get there. But $5 turns into 60. We call that easy money around here.
We all like easy dinero. We all like easy moolah. So y'all go ahead and do that. We'll see you guys in the winner's circle. Speaking of the winner's circle, you guys remember that we did a NFL player survivor contest all the way back at the beginning of the season? Mm-hmm. Well, there was this guy named DK Betts who lasted all the way up until this time. And then there was this guy named Durag Mike who lasted 14 weeks all the way up until this time. And while I have to both give you guys your praise, give you guys a pat on the back, and say that you guys do know ball because you lasted 14 weeks and got 14 NFL teams right. But fellas, y'all both go 14 weeks to then just lay over on week 14?
You know who they lost with?
What teams did they pick?
I know exactly who they chose this week. They chose the same team too, which is hilarious.
Wait. Yes, the Bucks.
You got it.
I knew it. Oh my God, the Bucks are so injured, and you thought if you waited till the right moment, chill to the end of the year, you said for sure Baker Mayfield and then will give me a win with Buka in the lineup. They got housed by the Saints last night.
By the Saints?
The Saints. Yeah, they got 2-10 Saints. Housed.
I know
I'm not even mad about that, bro.
Decimated by injury, those swipes.
I'm not even mad about that, though. Like, you had to pick a new team every single week, only pick one team one time. I lost Chargers-Giants week 3. I thought that was a gimme for the Chargers, how well they were playing at the time. But, bro, if you get hurt and your offensive line isn't there, you basically lose every single time, bro. That sucks. Ron, I'm going
to give you a layup right now, Ron. Next week, we're going to beat Tennessee. The week after that, we're going to beat Indianapolis because Danny Dimes is out.
Yeah, that sucks.
Damn, Danny.
We're going to beat the Chicago Bears. They got to come out to Levi Field. You guys are going to beat the Rams. You guys got to come to San Francisco for the division, and we're going to beat you guys for the division.
They play the Colts.
So you think they're going to beat the Rams?
And yes, they are. They're going to beat the Rams. And if you're trying to get to the bowl game, you got to come through Levi Stadium to get there.
So Ron, what happens now? They split.
So
they
it's a layover in San Francisco. It's a layover in San Francisco, and then you go into the real actual game.
Just so you know, the Super Bowl is in San Francisco. It's at Levi Stadium this year, so you got to come there anyway.
You know who won in Levi 10 years ago? Still,
10 years ago, we are in 2015.
Yep.
The Denver Broncos season. Won the bowl game.
You know who's number 1 in AFC right now? On the way back to Levi?
Broncos.
Denver Broncos, 10 years ago. Time is a repeating pattern. By the way, Ron, went 3-3 yesterday. We got Josh Allen, 275.5 pass, rush yards combined, cleared. We got Joe Burrow, 23.5 completions yesterday, cleared. And then we got to end the game, to end the night last night, Josh Jacobs over 0.5 touchdowns, cleared. 3 for 3. Splash Sports NFL. Make sure y'all tap in the press box every single Sunday and Wednesday. Y'all know to get y'all best NFL content possible.
That's good stuff.
See, if y'all would have tapped into the press box, you would have knew that Swiper was going to do this. That's why you got to lock in every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time and every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. You guys can pull up and get all of Swiper's picks. You guys can pull up and see Bama. And he's not really going to be in his element these next couple weeks.
Yeah, that's facts.
College football and all of that, and they're going to get packed up by Oklahoma, but that's neither here nor there. He will be there. He just might not be in the best of spirits. And then you'll also get to see Dion from Ohio right here on the screen as well. So y'all be sure to pull up and enjoy the show.
By the way,
Ron, so what happens now? Them dudes for the contest, they split the bread now?
They have to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the prize again?
What?
Or it's up to 12. Yep, there you go.
This is the NFL. This is the NBA Player Survivor, but this is the contest. And by the way, our NBA Player Survivor is still going to. Let me see how many people still left in it. It is. Hold on, bear with me.
Yep.
There's 3 entries still left.
Yeah.
So shout out Rajon Rondo, Audit Cooks, and Brian Jaco.
That's dope.
What if that was the real Rajon Rondo in it?
Bro, he wouldn't be playing around with that money.
He welcoming the Bucks right now, no?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, then the FBI needs to start investigating.
Hey, Rajon, man, forget what the FBI talking about. Do what you do best. Keep running these contests.
Rajon would never do that. He got way too much integrity, unlike some other guys.
Rajon Rondo,
yeah, your favorite player
too.
Yeah, your guy.
Hey, Ron, do you I don't know how you feel about this, but this is relevant to NCAA. You see, Notre Dame opted out of playing in the bowl yesterday because they didn't make the playoffs.
I'm good on them dudes. Get
it chill. As somebody who grew up hating Notre Dame because I was a Miami dude,
that just compounds it.
Bro, that is so soft to me. Yeah. That, by the way, next year they're guaranteed to make the playoffs. The next 6 years, because of the format change, they're guaranteed to make the playoffs. So the 1 year you're not going to get in because you lost to Miami. You did, and you're not in the conference. You did, and you lost. They then opt out of playing all together, chill in bowl games.
Why are they guaranteed to make it the next 6? Right?
Because they're changing the system, and like it's a bunch of, it's like a formula thing. Like the Power 4 conference winners guaranteed to make it. Notre Dame, basically, if they win out, 12-2 or whatever, they're going to be guaranteed to make it. And then you'll have your Power 5 champions, and then it's going to be split between the college football conference champions who comes in second. and all that kind of stuff. Like
who makes that type of decision? That's a coaching decision, or is
the playoffs?
What type of bullshit is that?
It's
I'm talking about
committee.
not playing. I know.
Yes,
I know
the AD talks to the head coach, and then the boosters, everybody gets involved. It'd be basically AD and the head coach sit down together, and they say, here's the thing. We're not going to play in any of the Big Six college football championship bowls this year because the 12-team field, this is all the Big Six bowls are here. So what are we going to play? They're going to play like the Galarraga Bowl or something like that. And so they decided they didn't want to do it. They just said, we're just opting out. We're just not going to do it. We're not playing. We're done. We're done with the season. We'll come back next year with a vengeance. That's crazy to me, Chill. I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
Y'all are going to hate me. I'm not mad at the decision. I'm not going to say I would do it. But I'm not mad at it. Y'all snubbed us.
They're football players.
Y'all snubbed us. F y'all.
Snub. Don't lose to Miami.
Snubbed us. F y'all.
Yeah, you didn't get snubbed. You did not.
Where's Miami at?
They're in. They're number 10. They got.
I lost to a team that's in. Where's Texas A&M at?
Texas A&M is in.
Where
Alabama made it.
What are they ranked? What are they ranked?
Alabama should not be in the playoffs. They should not be. No, they shouldn't.
If Notre Dame beats Miami, do they take Miami's place in this?
Yeah, they would have been in. They would have been in.
Okay, so you lost the game, man. What type of shit is that?
But why is Alabama in?
Because
it's Alabama.
They have the top 10 strength of schedule, football power index with which the committee uses. They're top 6 in football power index, top 7, and then they have also a top 10 win profile as well. So their whole thing with Alabama was they beat Georgia by 3, 27-24. Real talk in the regular season, and then they walked into the SEC championship and they were getting stomped 21-0 to end the third quarter. They scored and then they punt from the 40 because they didn't want to give the ball up on a fourth down to get more points put against them because that would have hurt them in the playoff ranking. So they basically forfeited the rest of the game. Not forfeited, but gave the rest of the game away. They lost 28-7. Real talk, 21 points. But then they're going to look at the entire season and the fact that they beat Georgia once and then they played Georgia again and they got decimated. So in that estimation, real talk, Alabama, they were in a good place to make it. But the problem is they're the first three-win team ever to make the college football playoff. First ever. Three-loss team. The first three-loss team to ever went to college football players ever.
Also, we still show favoritism to Alabama, huh?
Yes,
they're blue blood,
of course.
Sure.
They are football.
When the BCS was out, they were making the title game, and they ain't even make the conference championship. Get the fuck out of here, man! I live in the South.
And then
I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of these dudes. That's why I don't bother with college football like that.
They lost by double digits to FSU to start the season off too. So they
got smoked.
Yeah,
they got blown out.
And FSU was 5-7.
They got blown out by Florida State. The idea is their strength of schedule. Okay, Ox, your strength of schedule doesn't mean anything. If you losing, what the hell I got to do with anything? What the hell? Yo, we getting our ass beat by tougher opponents. Meanwhile, you ain't losing because you ain't playing who we got to play. Listen, Ox, it ain't my job to man your neighborhood. I'm the toughest dude in my neighborhood. You getting your ass whooped in your neighborhood, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. I'm winning the games that I'm supposed to win. Fuck out of here, man.
True.
Oh man, hey, Chill, you are a national treasure. So
Ron, you were getting laid out in your park in Seattle all the time, but look, once you left, you were undefeated. So that's all that matters. Right now, you undefeated. Ever since then, you undefeated. Now you might have been dirt in where you live. You was the easy dub off everybody else.
Swiper, I would have been Cujo in Denver. Cujo. I'd have came out the kennel. Everybody would have ran back inside. Everybody would have became house dog.
You wouldn't even have been, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You would have been a little lap dog, and you would have been a therapy dog.
Ron, you wouldn't even have been on the court. You would have been on the sideline handing me water at that point in time. Give me my towel boy.
I wouldn't have been on the court because it would have been SGA time for me. I'd have had my towel over my shoulder.
Right.
And I'd have had my towel over my shoulder. It would have been a fourth quarter. We would have been up 20.
Right.
Speaking of which, y'all, we got to get to SGA and the Thunder's 15-game win streak. Ironically, they won yesterday without SGA, but we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about some other things, too. Y'all keep sending through super chats. We about to get to these crunch time chats here in a second. Before
other things like what, Ron? Like the Rockets versus the Mavericks game?
We do got to talk about that, huh, big guys?
Yes, we do.
But before we don't have to.
We
will talk about that. But before we talk about that, there are some winners and there are some losers. There are some big dogs and there are some poodles running around here. And Mars might be onto something because, well, Mars, can you give us a recap of what happened in the PCL this past Friday?
Before you give us a recap, Mars, I heard it was some sour grapes over the weekend. I don't know what's going on, but
it was some wine.
Grapes. Yeah, that's what I heard. Like that's what I heard. So
I'll let Real Talk speak for me because I feel like the chat has spoken for me plenty. So you know,
I'm not speaking for you, nigga.
You got it.
Mars, for everybody that missed it, can we just get a brief recap, real brief, real quick, unless you want to really
No, it can be brief. First, shout out to Mtel.
Yeah, shout out to Mtel.
But wait,
come back.
Loser's gonna find a way to lose. That's what it was. Everyone swore it was their time.
We know you suck.
When MJ was out.
We know you suck, and you're gonna blow this on some level.
Yeah. Everyone thought they was about to be Hakeem when MJ retired. Turns out they were a bunch of David Robinsons. Shout out to them, but not everyone's ready to take the mantle when MJ's gone. Even though they thought they were, but then and that's fine. But shout out to Mtel once again. Thoroughly deserved win. Shout out to Real Talk coming second. Congratulations. Yay. Shout out to Swiper for stealing third at the last minute. Congratulations. Yay. And then shout out to Rezel for competing.
Rezel did well.
Yeah, shout out to him. But I would advise anyone, if you haven't seen it already, go watch and see how some people lost and see how Mtel won. But yeah, I think it was a successful PCL. Ron is a much worse host than me, I'll say that. But other than that, yeah, it was
suck, Ron. Trash.
When the floor got dropped from under me.
You are garbage, Ron.
My floor would have never dropped, but it's cool.
Suck, bro.
That's great.
That was fun.
I think anybody that's here, I would not.
Mtel's in the chat. Hello, Mtel.
Yeah, Mtel did a great job. Real Talk did a phenomenal job. I thought he made some really clear arguments, good arguments. I think Rezel did a good job for stepping in. I was like, it's tough. Like I'm Mars said anybody can do it. I don't think anybody can do it. That's a tough environment to step into. I think he did a good job. Like he definitely at the end fought very well. I think, like I said, I think Mtel, Real Talk, Rezel, everybody did a phenomenal job that day. I think they all performed super well. Shout out to them for sure.
You need to make them some Jerry West jerseys in the back. That's what they need to be. Some Jerry West jerseys.
Yeah. I think people, like I said, I'm not speaking on it. I do think you can go to the chat on the post watch and just see how many people are saying the same thing. So for me, it's just a matter of I think the judges did as best as they could. So I appreciate being a part of it.
We're doing a different form of top 5 comments of the week this week. So who knows? We might get a chance to see.
Oh no!
All of that.
You can pull off. Oh gosh.
We might just get a chance to see all of that. But salute to Mtel Olajuwon. I call him now.
Shout out to Mtel, man. Shout out to Mtel.
I'm turning the M upside down. He is now Dovetail from here on out to me.
Wait. Real Talk. Did Ron pay you your money yet? Because
no, I haven't. No, I haven't.
You guys worried about your second and third place prizes?
Oh wow.
Yeah, Mars. They should just donate that, huh? They shouldn't even be worried about peanuts.
You shouldn't even win nothing for coming second and third. The fact that you win something for coming second and third is crazy. But
big bad swiper.
Yep.
The top pastor, Real Talk, and all of a sudden, hey, you done stole from all the congregations across the nation, but now you worried about this.
He called you Creflo 1996.
He did. That's a crazy allegation. When all of my flock give thankfully and cheerfully. I don't have to, I don't have to lock no doors or nothing. I don't have to lock no doors. You know what I'm saying?
Are you locking the doors of the church, Real Talk?
No. Giving it up willfully and cheerfully.
I will say, I do want to say, on the Titans standpoint, Ron, I watched live and in person at a men's conference one time. There was a family that was in need of an assistance vehicle for the child. Real Talk, it was like 300 men in there. 300 men raised $50,000 in like 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So I've seen that stuff happen before, bro.
I'll lock them doors. Let me know.
Hey.
Yeah, we gonna get this money. Believe that.
Ron, you lock the doors when you. Never mind. Go ahead. Next thing.
Crunch time. Go ahead, Chip.
We'll talk splits and everything.
What did you think about the PCL, Mars?
I thought it was fun watching. It was fun.
It was fun. It was fun watching.
Rui was my highlight. I'll say that for free. Rui was my highlight. But yeah, it was fun. Watching everyone try and think of answers on the spot definitely was an interesting change up from obviously having the preparation time. And you could see some people were probably better with the first format. Some people, I would argue, thrived more with the make up answers on the spot format. And it's interesting to see like different styles and them compete. And also, it was nice to just see because MTEL was a late addition. Like he was a last second addition.
He was.
Like, he wasn't even meant to be in the PCL, and I can't remember who dropped out.
Joel.
Shout out to Pick a Side. And then MTEL comes in first week, and he's hooping. He gets some points, and everyone's like, "Oh, MTEL, nice!" And then he comes and wins the whole thing. I think it's very cool. There's someone who before that wasn't even meant to be in the PCL until 20 minutes before ends up winning the whole thing. I think that's very impressive. So I think that was fun.
So Ron, MTEL was a playing team and he won the championship. Is that who MTEL was, Ron? He was a playing dude. So he played his way into the tournament and ended up winning the NBA championship. Nice.
Yeah, shout out to MTEL, who is a Hall of Famer, and shout out to the Hall of Famers that voted for the Hall of Famer. I think that's very fair. I think that is very
sour grape shit I'm talking about right here. That's what it sounds like.
No, Chill, did you watch it? Did you get a chance to watch it yet?
It sounds like sour grapes.
Chill,
go back and I'm gonna watch it again. But
well, no, Chill. Yeah, I think I don't want to speak to that because that's an allegation I do not want to put out there. But I understand what Real Talk's point. I do. I'm not denying it. But I do think, Chill, there does need to be some rewatch, and if there could be some re-upping. I think, you know what I mean, like a couple days later, I do think, but I will say, I think that the team that Real Talk that I put together was by far the best team we've ever. I mean, that was the best set of people you could have had.
I mean, yeah,
that was a
yeah.
That was
What was not going to happen is anybody up here getting some shit off because we whooped y'all. Then let's start with that foundation, right? These are, hey, we controlling the chat or whatever.
Hey, I got mine. So all I know, hey, I left here with something. Hey,
Ron,
DSG Piccolo,
Ron.
I feel you. I left with something.
You always somebody from that.
What?
Huh? You remember what you said? Do you want to bet on this or you want to bet on the teams? That night when you was doing the PCL.
Yeah.
And I yeah. We bet on the teams.
Yes. We are even right now. You remember I owed you some money. I sent you some money, but I sent you more than what I owed you. You remember that leftover balance?
Right.
Yes.
So that's what we bet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ron, you not only fumble your hosting, you fumble your finances too.
All right. We got to get to these chats. We got to get to it, Ron.
Let's get to it.
Before we do, I just want to remind the people that I was robbed and my first round pick. Shout out to my man Gifted, man. But I expected more from you, brother.
Oh, you calling Gifted out on his terrible performance?
No, I'm not calling him out. I'm just want him to know that I still believe in him, and I think that. Hold on, Ron. Let me
the other day.
Nah. Don't do that, bro. I would never, man.
Hey, chat, y'all want me to spill the beans?
Brian, don't do that because y'all know Gifted really my man for real. And I just want to shout out Gifted because I believe in you, Gifted. I just think that next time you'll show up for me, man. Show up for us.
The lights were too bright. Are you saying the lights were too bright?
Well, if you remember, Gifted was rushing home and he almost
got a debate on the stage like this.
Nah, but you remember Gifted was rushing home. He got home right before it started. Remember, I think Gifted was, his day was still going. I think he didn't get a chance to decompress and get in the proper mood because I think Gifted is way better than he showed in this PCL. So man, shout out to Gifted.
I will say I picked you. Is that what you're saying? Gifted, huh? Gifted missed the bus to the game and he had to catch a cab and he basically had to run in the arena.
Yeah, I think that's all, man. I think that's all. Gifted is way better than he showed. That's why I picked him first. You know what I'm saying? I picked Gifted first because when we got to 8-8, when it was 8-8, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, Gifted's coming up behind me. I got kicked off the mic. I was spitting hot fire. I got kicked off the mic, and I'm like, oh, Gifted about to bring us home. And that didn't work out that way, but still, shout out to Gifted. I know you got us next time, bro.
Then Ron came up there doing his.
Fried a couple people up here.
Doing his.
Hey, shout out to the Hall of Famers voting for non-Hall of Famers. But you know what? You guys know what? I do want to say this, and it's the reason why Mars left, and it's the reason why some people up here are frustrated right now. Because they didn't get their full calorie intake today. But chat, you guys don't do that. You guys make sure that you are not hungry or not grumpy due to not eating at the right places at the right time. But see, when you get factor meals, you will never go hungry and you will never have an inefficient meal and you will never not get the meals that you deserve to have on a daily basis. Now, I know it's the winter. I know the schedules are getting very busy, and you don't really have time to get outside because it's cold, it's raining, it's snowing. So the best thing for you to do is stock up on all your Factor meals, because not only is it going to help you to avoid all the inconvenience, but you can eat smarter on a daily basis with tasty chef-prepared meals that are dietitian approved and delivered right to your door. What's better than a gourmet meal delivered right to you? They have 65 weekly meals made for how you want to live and how you want to eat. And on top of that, they just allow you to eat more of a fit way, or to get more fit by eating with these meals. They have more variety, more meals. You can support your wellness goals. You can savor their global flavors. And on top of that, 97% of customers say that Factor has helped them live a healthier lifestyle. So you can feel the difference no matter what your routine is. I do it every day. Ox tries to do it every day. Swiper can't do it every day. But if you want to be great, if you actually want to be great, you'll jump into the Factor Meal Circle. So once again, you can eat smart at factormeals.com/PlayersChoice50 off and use code PlayersChoice50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's right. Code PlayersChoice50 off at factormeals.com/PlayersChoice50 off plus free shipping. Get delicious meals delivered right to your front door with Factor Meals. Be like Penn and Mars and not like Swiper and Ox. All right, y'all, we got Crunch Time chats. Let's go ahead and get into them. I appreciate everybody for sending these chats through. Let's go ahead and do it.
The pictures for the ad?
What?
I'm saying for
these?
Yeah.
Real talk, trust me, it's much better than that. I promise.
No, I'm asking, like, what is that in the ad? What I see a little steak, little potato, little broccoli. Is that shrimp?
Yeah. I'd assume that's shrimp.
Okay. Eating real, okay.
Yeah, is that plantains on the far right side?
No, those are potatoes, Swiper.
No.
Oh, okay. Because I'm in Atlanta, so you know what I mean. I'm Jamaican spot shop.
Shout out plantains though.
Yeah, and that's not shrimp. Those is butterfly tiger prawns. Not shrimp.
All right, shout out James Tucker. James Tucker sent through a super chat and said, hypothetically, if Phil Jackson took over the Warriors after Mark Jackson got fired, what would the biggest differences be between their sets and philosophies? Much love to y'all. Salute to James Tucker. How we feeling about this?
He never would have let Draymond play because he would have called him a hoodlum.
All right.
No, he did it. He did it literally 2 years later with the Knicks. I mean, what would have changed? He just would have called him a hoodlum.
He coached Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, but
Phil Jackson in 2014.
What's happening right now?
What do you mean what's happening? He in 2014, Chill, did he or did he not call them a posse? In 2014?
Were they not a posse?
No, they weren't. They were a group of people.
Here you do this shit again. You keep doing you try to defend how them niggas was acting against. No, hold on. Because you try to defend what them brothers was doing in Denver, and they was thugging. He had 20 niggas in the building. They ain't got no contracts. What you get them goddamn Timberland boots out the facility? What are y'all doing here? You know what I'm saying? And you want to blame George Karl, man. You got 20 niggas. Y'all go home.
You don't need no more clips circulating online. You need to hush. You need to
hush clips? Up now. What kind of clips?
You need to hush up now.
Swiper, that brother ain't one of us, okay? He black, but he ain't us, and that's okay. I love Giannis. But anyways, you talk about, it is a posse. So
Swiper, do you remember who Dennis Rodman was, who John Sally was,
who
James Edwards was? Do you remember them dudes?
What's that got to do with what he said in 2014?
Phil Jackson had them dudes on his team.
And in 2014, how did it change? He was a different person. What happened? I wonder what changed. What changed?
Okay, we're talking about the same Phil Jackson from.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
He would have broke that team up. I don't know what sets he would have run. I know that he would have been an old.
He would have been using a triangle and
would have ran a triangle.
I don't know if he would have triangle or not. I can't tell you what he
tried to. He tried to implement the triangle with the Knicks, but Carmelo Anthony couldn't learn it. That was the problem.
No, not that he couldn't learn it. It was outdated. It was old.
And it was outdated too. Yes, sir. It was 100% outdated. Yes, it was.
Yes. Yeah, what was it? Noah, Derrick Rose, and Melo running the triangle.
Yeah. All these other teams running spread, pick and roll. We got Kobe posting up on the elbow. Hey, Phil. Hey, catch up with the times, buddy. Catch up with the times, please.
All right, the next super chat is from Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed said, struggle is real for the Bulls. 7 game losing streak as they lost to the Pelicans, Hornets, Pacers twice, Magic, Nets, and Warriors. What needs to improve in the Windy City?
They got smoked.
Remember when they started? What was it? 4-0, 5-0?
Yeah.
6-1, top 5 in the league in offense, top 5 in the league in defense. That's what we are.
It didn't take a genius to figure out this team weren't very good, man.
We got tricked.
That Josh Giddey All-Star came and went fast.
Mm-hmm. Josh Giddey's still averaging 20, 10, and 9 though.
Yeah, well, we're good.
Sure we clear on that.
Shout out to that PRA, man.
He's still doing that. Look, he's a cool player. You know what I'm saying? Cool player.
Mm-hmm. I told you 2 weeks ago I was their best player, and he's been their best player this year. But keep moving. That's not a good thing, though. That's what I'm saying. That's not a good thing.
Well, what needs to improve with this Bulls team is the philosophy.
Oh.
I don't think it's more of the talent than it is the philosophy, Miles. What they did was, and I don't mean you specifically, but when they went on that win streak earlier, what they did was they tricked a lot of people. Oh shit, this Bulls team, okay, we might be better than what people think we are. Instead of the idea that this team is built around Josh Giddey, transitioning from last year to this year, Bucelis, who was a rookie last year, who we're still waiting for him to make that jump. He still isn't as strong. And Kobe White, who was in and out of the lineup. But they had a whole bunch of other guys playing above themselves for a specific time, like Pat Williams, who's disappeared at this point, right? So they still play fast. They can't score consistently. Their defense is less than stellar. On top of their defense being less than stellar, Vooch has been basically non-existent either on the box or on the perimeter. So I think what the biggest issue is knowing who this team is. This team is a team that was rebuilding, and it started with Giddey, Bucelis, and Kobe White, and we're building with that. And when they got tricked tricked everybody by starting the season the way that they started. This team is a rebuilding team. They're not that good. No. And I was one of those people that got tricked. Like maybe they could.
Yeah, they don't know they're rebuilding. They're going to try and invest in the star talent at the deadline. I guarantee it. Yeah. Turns out they actually weren't a top 5 defense. Teams were just shooting 28% from 3 against them. And when teams finally started making some shots, their defense plummeted to 23rd. Yeah, didn't take a genius to figure that out. Turns out they actually can't score in the half court consistently. And turns out just trying to outrun everyone and having to execute half court offense is not actually sustainable when you lack talent in the half court. But shout out to the Bulls though. That 6-1 start or whatever. It was very fun for them. So I hope they enjoyed it because it's all downhill from here. Well, maybe not. They might go on another run at some point, but they're not very good.
All right, the next super chat is from Ute with the Drop. Shout out to Ute with the Drop. Ute said, can we redo the Shea versus Harden as scores convo now that Penn can't sabotage Shea? K-Shaw skated past that too easily when Shea is peaking as the most efficient, low turnover, 30-point per game scorer we've ever seen.
Mars, and chill, because Mars, you credit yourself as a historian, and which is I think is fair, given that you literally watch all YouTube highlights all the time. Chill, obviously you're older. Have you ever seen turnover rate be a part of scoring conversations ever? This much?
No.
I'm asking. I'm legitimately asking. So I'm not. That's just a very interesting thing to bring up to me in like scoring combos because I think that leads to scoring efficiency, which it does. But like I would never penalize Jordan and like Harden for turnovers for like scoring.
For what it's worth, Jordan is outside of Shea. Jordan is the other one who's like the low turnover scorer.
Sure.
I've tried to say that scoring efficiency is more than true shooting and bringing up turnovers into it, but it hasn't caught on with the masses. Maybe Shea's the reason it's going to start catching on. I don't know.
For sure. Yeah.
But I've tried to like venture out there and say that scoring is more than relative true shooting. If it takes Shea averaging 1.7 turnovers, whatever he's averaging, for people to start valuing not turning the ball over in scoring efficiency, because if you're trying to score and you turn it over, you've actively
thwarted your offense.
So I think it's cool.
Did Kobe turn the ball over a lot? That's on scoring.
A lot, no, but he turned the ball over more than MJ and Shea, for example. Like they're the two. Yes, KD's a high turnover player.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Remember, we had the convo literally 4 months ago. Whenever the KD conversation with the Jokic thing came up, and we were talking about the scoring stuff, the leveraging. Durant, we said possibly the best scorer ever.
Yep.
And we just went around the body of work as a scorer. Never brought up the turnovers. Not once.
Swiper, if I'm trying to score and I turn the ball over, right? Yep. We get back on defense. If I shoot the ball, I miss the shot. Defense gets the rebound. We get back on defense. What's the difference?
Well, scoring live ball turnovers are typically more dangerous because you're starting close to half court, which means more runouts and transition.
Well, I'm saying I mean, all turnovers right. Well, okay. Well, there's that, but even all turnovers aren't necessarily close to half court. I'm just saying if I turn the ball to make a dumb pass, to the try to pass it to the dunker, or if I'm attacking the basket, dribble it off my foot, like Mars said, even if it doesn't go out of bounds. But let's just say I just turn it over, they get the ball in the paint, and we get back. And that's why I said it's why we get back on defense. Either way, if we get back on defense, what's the difference between me missing a mid-range jump shot and me turning the ball over in the paint?
I mean, that's probably a question for in this situation for Mars, probably.
Well, they're both the same as in it's an empty possession. Yeah. I'd argue the turnover is more detrimental because of often what it leads to in like a vacuum. Like watching it, you can see if a turnover is not like dribbling the ball off your foot for an out of bounds is less detrimental than passing it for a pick six,
right?
For a run out. So like we can even all turnovers aren't equal. You'd have to watch the turnovers and see what's happening. But generally speaking, I would say turnovers are more detrimental than missed shots because turnovers don't give you the opportunity for an offensive rebound. They don't depending on the missed shot, you might be able to still set your defense. Turnovers are still unexpected, so people aren't ready to get back in transition when there's a turnover because they didn't expect the ball to be going the other way. So I think when it comes to scoring conversation, it's hard to pass out what's a scoring turnover versus a playmaking turnover or just a ball handling error. So maybe Shea is being praised more because he actually just doesn't make high leverage playmaking decisions, which is why he's not turning the ball over as much. I'm not saying that is the case, but maybe that is. So I think turnovers should be a part of the equation. How much, I don't know. But I definitely think they are a part.
Yesterday, for instance,
trying to score, that's bad.
Jokic had 4 turnovers yesterday. I think 3 of them were passing turnovers. They all led to runouts.
Right.
So some of this is those obviously are damaging. But I think the question becomes, how much do you weigh? Well, if Jokic, he passes the ball 77, 80 times a game, he's leading to 11 assists a game. How much of a negative is it really? I think it's how you would. You would weigh those possessions and all that kind of stuff. But turnovers in general are bad, obviously.
Right. And that's why when I ask the question, I'm because obviously I know if I throw a bad pass and they get out and run a fast break, that's bad. So that's what I was talking about in the sense if we get back on defense regardless, because I'm curious to know is there an equation? Is there an equation to this? You know what I'm saying? Because that's why a lot of these equations I think are flawed, because if we just treat all turnovers the same and put them into an equation with the true shooting and all this for the next step of efficiency, I think it's extremely flawed because all turnovers aren't created equally. So we can't just plug in turnover to this equation if there is an equation coming. I don't know. I didn't hear that part.
Well, the equation that people use for scoring turnovers currently is just all turnovers subtract bad pass turnovers equals scoring turnovers, which I don't agree with that equation, because if you just dribble the ball off your foot running a pick and roll, that doesn't mean you was a scoring turnover, but that would count as a scoring turnover for the equation. That's the best metric they have right now. And Shea has a scoring turnover percentage of 2.9. Which is in the 95th percentile, which is ridiculous for someone who has the ball as much as he does. If you want to compare that to some other all-time scorers, for example, James Harden, when he was peaking 2019, whatever, James Harden had a scoring turnover percentage of 7.7, which was in the 17th percentile. So a very big difference between Shea and James Harden, for example. But I don't think that's a perfect equation. I do think it captures something. But once again, it's going to have to be an eye test thing. It can't just be oh, well, this guy's percentage, blah, blah, blah. It's got to be more than that. But I think that's a good place to start, at least.
I think Shea is probably the best definition of high. He's able to use Ox for me. High level shot making, like from disadvantaged areas, like the mid range areas, which is like 10 to 19 feet or so. Like, he's one of the best at it. But then what he is he's the lowest. He's like the lowest risk superstar that we have. But that matters a lot to what OKC fans are arguing. He doesn't take a lot of risk, therefore he doesn't hurt his team a lot. But the advantages he's creating, they're so vast that, like, just because the peak of the scoring is so high and there's no risk, it's almost like the line of fallibility for him is much higher than for other players. And so when you have a player that doesn't, like, you're just simply not making bad plays as often as other players does, like there's an inherent value in just maximizing like this sweet spot of never making turnovers or low leverage turnovers or low leverage risk, but then you're just doing everything super well when you have the ball in your hand. Whereas you got players like Harden, I think Jokic, Luka, their fallibility line is lower because they're trying so many other things to create advantages. But I think that's where the argument comes from. It's like how important is it advantage creating with passing then, or some of the other stuff, like, is that an actual bad thing, or you know what I mean? So that's why I think the conversation is really nuanced.
But I also think that bad shots could be just as detrimental, and I think that's where Shea has the advantage, because Shea doesn't really take a lot of bad shots. When I think about guys taking bad shots, I think how much it affects your offense overall. So if I got a guy taking bad shots, one, we can't offensive rebound, to Mars's point. But then I got guys who won't compete on the defensive end because I ain't touched the ball in 4 or 5 trips. And you taking bad shots, I'm not going to compete as much on the defensive end. I'm not going to run as much as I would in transition because I'm so used to you just shooting the basketball. And I think that affects our offense way more, as opposed to a guy who's getting it within the flow of what we're doing. Not only is he getting it within the flow of what we're doing, he's efficient at getting it within the flow of what we're doing. And we've involved them in the offense. So when I think about what Shea is doing offensively, just as a bucket getter alone, the fact that he plays within himself, he does take risks. Some people would think that those risks are astronomical, but I think that's just Shea's game. Like, taking step back threes, not just taking step back threes, but getting to the rim as much as he gets to the rim and playing in traffic like he does. But with that being said, I feel like if you take bad shots, I think you can throw your offense off way more than just turning the ball over.
Mm-hmm. All right, fellas. The next super chat that I got is from Jordan Reed. Yet again, Jordan Reed said OKC are on a 15-game win streak, as they are 23-1 in their last 9 games. Or in their next 9 games is the Suns, Clippers, Wolves, Grizzlies, Spurs back-to-back, 76ers, Hawks, and Blazers. Are they more likely to go on a 24-game winning streak or lose 1 to 2 games?
Can we start by saying that the Golden State Warriors won 24 straight games in 2015, 2016? So, like, this ain't something that we ain't never seen before. That's number one.
Is Wemby almost back, or is he back yet? What's up with
Wemby? They're saying he might be back for the NBA Cup on Wednesday, so he'll be back this week. I'd assume at the latest, assuming no setbacks.
Okay.
And those Spurs games aren't until like right before Christmas. I think they play the Spurs on Christmas and then like the 23rd. So like,
well, also too, he's throwing these games up, but keep in mind they're gonna beat the Suns. Well, more than likely they're gonna beat the Suns. Then they have to play either the Lakers or the Spurs. So they could potentially play the Spurs 3 times, or the Lakers. Then they got to play whoever they play in the in-season cup finals if they make it that far.
But that game wouldn't count for their record because they lost to the Bucks last time. That didn't count for their record.
Right.
So that's the one they should lose. They should just lose that one, get the loss out the way, and then keep winning.
Yo, if they do that, people are gonna Mars. You know, the internet's gonna go wild. They're gonna call it a fraudulent 24-game win streak, or however many they win.
Let them cook, man. Let them cook.
Well, if Bron's streak still counts, then
the U.S.
I don't see them losing any of those games that they just brought up. They just beat a team by what? How much did they beat the Jets?
30.
Yeah, I don't know when the game ended. They were up 40 at one point.
They were.
Without their best player, by the way.
Shea. But not Shea. I think
Caruso wasn't there. Dort wasn't there. Hart wasn't there.
The whole roster was.
They're by far the best team in the NBA right now.
And by the way, there's 3 best players yesterday. Real talk. I think this is an important note for me. Dub, Chet, Kaysen, they're all in their rookie contract still. Now they're extension 2 of them. But the fact is your 3 best players last night were on the rookie contract. It just goes to show that's why their depth is so diversified. They just don't have to spend the same amount of money allocation. And they hit on all 3 of those picks in ways that are like damn near like, generational picks.
And they got 27 more of those picks too, Swipe. But don't leave that part out. That's very important to mention.
And they can get, Darren Peterson next year because of the Clippers. So
because the Clippers are going to win the lottery, Ron. I'm saying it right here. The Clippers are going to win the lottery. Yes, they are. The Clippers are going to win the lottery. Real talk, just so you know, in 1998, the Clippers won the lottery. 10 years later, they win the lottery again. 10 years after that, it gets skipped, and we're coming up on that time right around now. The Clippers are going to win the lottery again.
So then, is it the next 7-8 years of them, or is this going to be SGA at the 1, Dub at the 2 or 3, Chet at the 4, or Chet at the 5, and then we got a Boozer at the 4?
I don't know who OKC would take. Maybe they take AJ just because of the upside and the wing stuff. Maybe they take Darren Peterson. Maybe they take Boozer. I don't know. The league better pray that they don't get the number 1 pick. I'll say that. The league better pray that they don't get a top 3 pick.
They can get any one of those dudes. Any one of those dudes they can pick, and he works out with their team. Right? I think if I'm them, I'll go with AJ or Cam. I like Darren Peterson, but he's the one out of those 3. I'm like he could be the one to be the less of the 3. But
if I'm the 76ers, I am pissed. They tanked for 5 straight years and never ever got any of these players on the roster.
The 76ers, they didn't. I think
they got Nerlens Noel, Joel Embiid.
Yeah, they did get Joel, and they got
my man.
They drafted 3 straight centers.
So you know what I mean.
They got my man Jaleel though. They got Jaleel Okafor.
Yeah. That's why I was going to bring that name up too. Exactly. They got Nerlens Noel and Jaleel, and they got Ben Simmons for 2.5 years.
Markelle Fultz was also the right pick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The Sixers just got like from the picks they had, they got like the bottom percentile outcome. Like I'm not gonna lie, you redo history. Joel Embiid's knees work, Ben Simmons' mental capacity works, and Markelle Fultz doesn't forget how to shoot a basketball. And all of a sudden, we're talking about the Sixers as a dynasty. I don't know how they managed to get like the worst possible outcome for 2 of the 3. I'm not gonna say Joel was a worst possible outcome because of what he became. Now, even Ben wasn't a worst possible outcome, but like damn near the bottom.
But Joel's in his age 29 season, I think, Mars, or 30, age 30. Did you see him yesterday?
Yes, 4 for 21.
But it's not his fault. Like not a fault thing. But damn, he's 30, and he can't rim protect. He can't play drive.
He blocked Braun. He didn't block Braun.
He didn't block Braun. And I'm glad I'm bringing this up because are we going to talk about how there was a wash player on that court last night and it wasn't LeBron James?
So he didn't block Braun.
That guy's done.
Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid.
Yes. Somebody asked on the timeline, real talk. Who I think, or was it Bill Simmons? I can't remember. Real talk between Embiid and LeBron. Who plays more games for the rest of their career?
LeBron.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a crazy question.
It's
LeBron,
for Embiid,
he got 4 years left this year and 3 more years, Mars.
I don't think Embiid
got
28,
I think. So 2 more.
So this year, next year, and then a player option or
player option.
So and that's $62 million player option. They're paying him like 170.
Yeah, he's taking the money for sure.
He can't move.
100% ain't leaving.
Bro, he can't move, bro.
He can't jump. He can, bro. I saw him yesterday.
I know you're right. Player option for 29, so it is. Player option for 29, yeah.
Swipe. He
gets the Jordan. You getting your money for sure.
He gets the ball. He tries to lay the ball up.
I saw, bro.
Misses the layup and falls down by himself when he got back to the ground. Mind you, he didn't leave the ground that much to begin with. It's sad. It was sad watching Joel Embiid play.
So it's the last great Embiid moment that we're going to get, Mars, the 50 ball versus the Knicks.
I mean, he was really good against the Raptors a couple of weeks ago. But
no. I mean, you know what I'm talking about though. Like
sure, probably. I don't know. It's interesting. I actually think Embiid was moving quite well yesterday. So
I did too.
Yeah,
Not 76ers fans.
I just think he played terribly. I'm not about to cape for the way he played. He was trash. Like he was 4 for 21, couldn't buy a bucket.
That's Joel moving good nowadays.
Yes, I think
considering
he moved.
Considering how he's been moving,
I think that's probably the best he moved this year.
No, not that game. Not that game.
I did see him get it on the wing.
Absolutely think that's probably the best.
He threw the ball between his legs a couple times. I was like, Joel Embiid. He looked like he got a little bit of bounce to him.
What game was that? Let me see.
He was absolutely sprinting up and down the court. That was a new thing for him. He wasn't doing that this year at all. There was a couple plays to Chill's point where he isolated someone. Actually moved like the Joel Embiid of old, looking like a wing. He tween cross into the midi pull up. Hadn't done that one time this year. That looked good. He was actually boxing people out, competing on the glass. Was he getting the rebounds? No, but he was tipping them out for his teammates. That's something he hadn't done this year. As someone who watches every Philly game, you're speaking from a lens of you've barely watched the Sixers. I don't blame you. So yeah, you think this is Embiid moving badly, and this is the point. He's washed. Yes, we're all acknowledging this. Joel Embiid is done. But yes, using last night's game as the point of, Embiid, he just can't move. That just shows how low the bar is for Embiid, because that's the best I think he's probably moved. So yes, Embiid is done. Like, we're not going to see peak Embiid no more. We know that. Everyone has hopefully accepted that. But last night should not be the point of, you see Embiid, he just can't move. He moved well yesterday. He just couldn't buy a bucket. If Embiid made those mid-range shots that he was missing last night, and instead of being 4 for 21, was 13 for 21, no one would be here like, you see Embiid, he just couldn't move yesterday.
I personally disagree.
I just would say
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking general population.
No
one would be saying that about Embiid yesterday if he was making the mid-range shots he was missing. Because anyone who's been watching every Philly game that Embiid's participated in would come close to agreeing or would agree that's the best Embiid moved last night. And I'm saying that's a problem. I'm with you. That's a problem. Embiid's knees are obviously cooked if last night is one of the best ways he's moved. But to use last night as the example of, you see him, he just can't move, that's not true. As anyone who's watched all of the Philly games, if they watched opening night in Boston, if they watched the Hornets game, if they watched some of the other games, they will agree that, Embiid was moving actually quite well yesterday. And that says something about the standard.
He doesn't rebound,
but
as much as he used
so I'm
to.
not. I'm respectfully. I'm not listening to. Last night is the proof Embiid's done. No, he missed mid-range jump shots. He just missed mid-range jump shots. Defensively. He actually
all season is why he's done.
Okay, cool. Say that. I'm talking about last night specifically.
He tried to make a layup and he couldn't.
He missed the layup. Yes, he missed the. Okay,
he can't leave the ground.
He couldn't make a layup. He missed the layup.
Leave the ground, Mars.
That's not true.
Hey, y'all talking about this is the best he's ever.
That's not true. He did leave the ground. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Multiple times, like the time he blocked LeBron.
LeBron barely jumped.
That's not. You said he couldn't leave the ground. I give you an example of he leave the ground.
He can't.
The game before against the Warriors when he blocked Jonathan Kuminga. Joel Embiid is moving better than he was at the start of the season. That's what I'm telling you. Joel Embiid is moving better. Do I think he's going to get back to peak? Well, no. But the act like he can't leave the ground is just not true, because he has been. He has been. Like, I'm not agreeing with you. Like, I'm strongly disagreeing with what you're saying. That's all I said. Like,
fellas.
I don't know what there is to be. Stop. What? All I said is that Joel Embiid's not moving well, but last night isn't as bad as he's looked.
Yeah.
Fellas, I want to talk a little bit more about the Sixers, though. So they're 13-10 right now. Obviously, Joel is in and out of the lineup. Paul George is now back.
He's in and out, too.
Yeah, he's in and out, too. How are we feeling about them come March?
If they're in the play-in or the playoffs, they've had a successful season.
That's a successful season?
If Joel Embiid is not Joel Embiid, this team has no aspirations of anything, like in the short term.
Like what if he though? So like come March, come April, let's say he can play, just not back-to-back nights, which it won't be any back-to-back nights in the playoffs. Let's say he can play though and be 65% of himself.
I think that we still get
it. They might be able to win a series. It depends what that 65% is. If that 65% is trash on defense, but it's good on offense.
Last night. What do you look like last night?
We saw what he
can actually make shots. He can actually make shots, or 4 for 21.
We just saw him 2 years ago. We saw him 2 years ago against the Knicks on a bum knee, and that was 2 years.
And a messed up face. Yep.
and a broken face. Okay, fast forward 2 years later. He's a lesser version of that. So with him being a lesser version of that, Philly got Maxey, who's been awesome. I think they got their backcourt of the future, even though VJ Etchcom has been up and down, no doubt about that. I think they're relying a lot on Quentin Grimes to make shots when he's not a consistent shot maker, unfortunately. They'd be lucky if they're a playing team and to make a series out of, like, if the season ended today, I think they got to see who am I thinking about?
The Knicks. Oh God,
they got to see the Knicks in round 1. They'd be lucky to make this a 6. They'd be lucky to make this a 6-game series. The Knicks would smoke them in 5 games.
Yeah,
100%. The Knicks would make quick work of them.
But they would lose to Atlanta right now. They would lose to the Knicks.
Bro, they lose to so many teams, bro.
They'd lose to probably every team that's in the playoffs, if I had to guess.
Do they lose to the Raptors?
8 seed is the Cavs. I'd assume they'd lose to them. They probably lose to the Heat. They lose to the Magic. Although we need to know what Fran's injury is, so we'll wait on that.
That knee injury.
Toronto, they probably lose to the Raptors. Boston, New York, and Detroit. Yeah, they probably lose to all of the teams that are in the playoffs right now in the East. Especially assuming that this is the Joel Embiid you get. If you're still optimistic about Joel Embiid and whatever, then maybe you think they can beat some teams. But nah.
Bro, he can't even rebound this year, Mars. That's the other thing that's like the
he hasn't been able to rebound since Jonathan Kuminga landed on his leg.
That sucks too.
That was 23.
Like January 2024, so it's like nearly 2 years now.
We're going on almost 2 years now. Yep.
Yeah, last year he averaged 8 rebounds. This year he's averaging 5.5.
Yeah,
they definitely make that. That's why they're starting Barlow, because Barlow can do like the dirty work stuff. So like they're trying to compensate for what he can and can't do.
Bro, this sucks, bro.
Like, but last night, I don't know what the numbers are, but he was legitimately boxing people out. That's progress.
He just couldn't get to the ball.
Yeah, that's from where he was a couple weeks ago. Like boxing out is. Let's go.
Mars, there was a run there where Joel Embiid's face-up game was like a top 3 most terrifying possession in the NBA.
At the top of the key, at the free throw line, Swiper, he was money.
Yeah.
At the free throw line, he was money.
And I mean top 3, like night, for sure.
Yes. And I'm watching last night. Andre Drummond gonna keep a job in the NBA, especially with the Sixers.
Yeah,
he 100% is gonna keep a job with the Sixers, no doubt about that. Because the stuff that Joel Embiid on the glass used to do, Andre Drummond now does that. That's why he's gonna keep a job with them.
All I know is I can't wait to tell my grandkids.
Yeah, Joel Embiid 4 box outs yesterday. That's a lot of box outs, man.
I can't wait to tell my grandkids how nasty Joel Embiid was.
You check
I had to
everything.
just look it up because I knew my eyes weren't deceiving me. That's the same amount of box outs as Mitchell Robinson and Jokic. That's a lot of box outs for Joel Embiid.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a lot of box outs for Joel Embiid, which is all I'm saying. He's
Jokic.
I'm Philadelphia. I'm considering.
Yeah, he's not gonna corral a rebounds, but if he can just box out the big, you'll take it at this point. You'll take it.
If I'm Philadelphia, I'm considering pulling a Milwaukee and Dame.
No,
buying his contract.
There's no way to do it. This literally
I was gonna ask all about that. Can you not stretch it out for like 12
So they'll be paying him in 2020, 2040?
Hey.
I'm saying
that's too much money, y'all.
You can't stretch it. What's the other option though, Swiper? He just gonna be standing, walking around the facility, limping and shit. He's gonna be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Why? He's not. He can't play basketball anymore. We've gotten to a point
58, 62, 110.
What's the alternative though, bro?
This would be $180 million we're stretching out. 180.
Stretch it out for 10 years.
No.
Give him 18 million a year.
Swiper, don't stop there. Don't stop there, Swiper. Because don't leave out the last year the deal, which I'm definitely taking that. That's $67 million.
It's 180 altogether.
Again, no,
give him 18 million a year for 10 years to call it a day.
I'm not including this year. Hold on.
So this season, so the 25-26 season, 55 and 58, that's 113. Plus the
don't count this season, Chill.
Well, this year is not all the way done, but the 3
that's what I'm thinking.
Combined to about 1 something.
That's 180 left, left after this year.
After this season. So after this season, Swipe, that's what I'm saying. Let's real talk, you're a little more done. You're at the done stage. I'm at the stage like there is a possibility for a resurgence. He's only 30.
So you want him to be the NBA Bobby Manila?
Wait. So let's see what happens. Wait for the rest of the season. Just wait for the rest of the season. Let's see what happens. Swipe it. If he can't move in the offseason, you got to. You have to. You got to tell him, look, we're giving you $18 million a year for the next 10 years. Pack your shit.
So you're going to be paying Joel Embiid, Alex Caruso money in 2038?
That's gonna
pack your shit. You have to do something, Mars.
Bro, Victor Wembanyama gonna be like 31 years old, 32 by that point. You know, he's gonna be older than Embiid is.
Okay. Look, Mars. We can stretch it longer. We can stretch it longer. Let's do 18 years for 10 mil a year. You know? But Mars, you're rich forever. You know the type of security that gives you and your family. 18 for the next 20 years, we're giving you $9 million a year.
Someone gonna look on the basketball reference page in 2038 and the Philadelphia 76ers
and Joel Embiid still
on
on
the
the
contracts, and it's gonna have Joel Embiid as like their.
Wait, how long did it?
No, not 38, Mars. 48. 2048.
Mars, how long
We're give you $8 million a year
for Luol Deng to get off the books?
Dame is
Luol Deng.
Oh, Luol Deng.
That Lakers
that was
deal.
Recently,
he just came off like recently. But you remember how long it was? Real talk.
I know it was a long time. Definitely a long time. I think Philly needs to consider pulling that with Joel Embiid because I don't think there's a resurgence coming. And what sign is there that Joel Embiid is finna have a resurgence and be the player that we once knew him to be? He's not going to be the 20. But this is what I'm saying at this point, brother. I can't. There's no way. How many more years is on his contract? 3.
Yeah,
he's going to be there. He's going to accept his player option, so he's going to be there till the end of the 29 season.
I can't. No, if I'm Philadelphia, there's no way I can have Joel Embiid on my team taking up that much cap space and not playing. Bro? We've got to a point with Joel. It's not can he play basketball games. It's can he survive them. That's how I feel when I'm watching Joel Embiid. Hey, can he get out of this game to make it to the next one?
I agree. I'm with him as well. That's how I view basketball games with Joel Embiid too. Like when he slipped after the layup, I was like, "Oh, the career's over." Like that's where I'm at with Joel Embiid. If he touches the ground, my heart skips multiple beats. Like it's not about
waiting for the end.
But that's why, like last night's game, like the fact that he played this one to Real Talk's point, me and him were in agreement. We're just, I guess, coming to a slightly different conclusion. The fact that he played 30 minutes yesterday, yay! Like that's progress. Like the guy played 30 minutes. The guy was moving better than he was a couple weeks ago. Yay! Like the small victories. Then you give it more time.
What really?
Maybe he might not be trashed if that's what you're looking for, optimistic lens.
What really matters is how does he feel this morning?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if you play 30 minutes, what really matters is when you hopped up out the bed and stood on your feet, were your knees swollen?
Like if a report came out today of I was dealing with knee soreness, then it's like okay. But if like whenever Philly play their next game, obviously unless tonight was a back-to-back, which I don't know if it is, when Philly play their next game, if Joel Embiid is there playing, that means he responded well to playing 30 minutes.
Do they play again tomorrow?
And then their next game. Oh, they actually have a few days off, so I expect to see Joel play. When do they play next?
There's like a little gap in the days right now.
Because of the NBA Cup
season tournament.
Said right now.
Their game is until Friday. Their next game is until Friday.
That's getting paid $60 million a year. We're like, woohoo! He played 30 minutes last night.
He can run. He can still play.
4 box outs last night. Brother, it is over. They need to pack
this middle row, this middle row right here, this middle column.
Off the team,
I'm not feeling him.
Over. Hand this team over to Tyrese Maxey and go from there. It is
you want to pay the dude $18 million for the next 10 years. You know what that's
chill. This whole middle column, y'all are too
super chat right there, Ron.
When people are dealing with injury and getting hurt, y'all are so like, oh, he's getting paid this much money. That don't got nothing to do with how your body handles it. Like I understand where you're coming from as far as like you want more from guys that are making that much money, but you can't. You know, just because you get paid a lot of money doesn't mean you can stop your knees from exploding every time you jump.
I agree. That the reason why I bring up the money isn't like I'm not blaming Joel Embiid. What I'm saying though is you can't have your top investment not giving you no dividends. You're not saying no
100%.
ROI
There's
on
no
that
100%.
top investment.
There's
So
no
at
return
that
on it.
point, I need to cut my costs. I need to stop losing.
But y'all,
with
you
my
can't-
top
you can't-
investment.
I'm with you, real talk. I said,
but you are.
I said pay him
you're just
forever.
delaying the costs. Like,
I can't do that either. I'm not putting that on my books for 20 years or 10 years.
yeah,
I'm
like
not doing
the
it.
options.
You
your
have to do
options
something,
are-
Swiper.
Your options are accept, bite the bullet now, and pay him for the next 3-4 seasons, or expand the cost to where I'm still paying him in 2045.
Yeah, but it's only $10 million.
That doesn't
at
go
that
against
point.
the books, though, right?
Yeah, it does.
No, it
all
will.
goes
It
against
will.
salary cap.
But
It all
I
goes
would
against salary
rather
cap.
do that. I would rather do that because Tyrese Maxey is that good right now. Let's see what we can do. If we can, I don't even know if it's possible. Y'all know more about the CBA and what's legal and illegal and how you can circumvent salary cap and stuff like that, right? Like you know me, I'm like, fuck it, just pay him, you know. But either way, right? so plant some trees, it'll be okay. But look, but what I'm saying is, if you can do something like that, Swiper, I would absolutely do that. Like Joel, your career's over. With all due respect, you had a good one, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to be secure for the rest of your life. We'll give you $8 million for the next 20 years, bro. Like, go ahead.
20.
It's only it's only $8 million, Swiper. It's only $8 million.
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing in the marketplace when you do
Swiper. Joel Embiid is under contract until my kids start high school.
He's just
making this much money. You cannot give him that much money.
Here, but Ron, think about it this way: or if you don't do that, the other option is that contract gonna be on the books until your kids is your age with kids.
Yeah, but it's a lot less money though.
No,
Exactly.
bro.
That's bro. You can, bro, you can
Ox.
eat $8 million on the salary cap, bro. You can eat $8 million.
A Zeke
You can
Naji
eat
on your
that.
contract every year for 20 years.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
Ox and real talk. Hey,
That's a
I
long
like
ball
Tyrese
shooter.
Maxey.
What are we doing?
I like Tyrese
That's a
Maxey.
long
I
ball
like
shooter.
VJ Edgecombe. Hey, we're just gonna have to be weak as hell these next couple of years.
Hey,
Maybe
look,
not necessarily weak as hell. Not necessarily weak as hell. But it's just like Joel just gonna be here in street clothes, and Tyrese Maxey trying to lead the league of scorers.
Man, you guys
Past the real talk, you need to go lay hands on that
Embiid
knees
for
and
12 to
pray for
20
it. That's the only option.
Hey, Mars, would you rather have Anthony Davis or Joel Embiid going forward?
AD.
What?
AD. But I will say,
Don't disrespect Anthony Davis like that.
Not
Swiper.
disrespect.
Kawhi or EB?
He ain't playing a lot either. Both of them.
Kawhi or
Don't
Embiid,
disrespect. Don't disrespect
Embiid,
Kawhi
in my
like that.
opinion,
Ron.
is probably the worst asset in the NBA. It's not even an asset. What's the opposite of asset? What's the negative?
Liability.
Yeah, liability. Yeah.
Liability. Thank you.
Yeah, Ron
That's
knows
what
all
he is.
about that. It's
He's the biggest liability in the NBA from like a financial standpoint.
asset,
personally.
liability, wealth.
But I will say, if Joel Embiid sells his soul for one healthy playoff run,
No.
and they win a chip,
No.
all will be worth it, man.
No.
All will be worth
No.
it.
Do not sell your soul.
All right,
No.
all right. So on that note, we are
that shit happened. Oh my!
we are gonna sell our next segment to whoever wants to pay for it. But until you do that, the bottom banner will still continue to be blank. But what we will do is read the next super chat from Deleted 9202. Deleted said, Mars got to get off his trolling bag and give Jalen Brown his flowers. Derek White is not having an all-NBA season. Career low efficiency with more shot attempts with fewer points.
What a casual, man. Oh my God. It's like you haven't been seeing what Derek White's been doing the past couple weeks. It's almost like you haven't seen his EPM is actually the second highest on the team, and Jalen Brown is third. But yeah, shout out to you, man. You don't care about defense. Told you, people don't care about defense until it's time to care about defense. Yeah, Derek White having a sneaky all defensive caliber season this year. Shout out to him. Offensively, shooting the three better the last couple weeks. The efficiency will revert back to the mean, and when Derek White ends the season shooting 38 plus from three, 46% from the field, averaging 18 to 20. That all NBA season will be coming for him. Shout out to all NBA Derek White.
Swiper, is Nickeil Alexander-Walker going to be an all-league defender?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Yeah.
This season?
Yes. It depends.
Nikhil's never going to come close to all.
No, hush. It depends on how the minutes go, Mars. You know how this goes. Games played in the minutes. You got to filter out for all that stuff. If you play 75 games this year, 30 minutes a game, he probably gonna make the list.
Nikhil has not
Dunn
been as
ain't
good
making it.
defensively as you're saying. Yeah, Chris.
It's not Chris. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's not Nikhil's
Sure,
fault.
but Nikhil is not making the all defensive team. What? He's never going to come close to me.
Why wouldn't he make it? How many guards?
Because he hasn't played. He hasn't played at that level defensively.
He's played great defense this year.
He has not played at an all defensive level defensively. He has not.
Has he played better defense than Mikal Bridges this year?
No.
Mikal?
No.
I don't think so.
He hasn't been better than Mikal or OG on defense.
Respect.
He hasn't been better than Kayson Wallace on defense. He hasn't been better than Jalen Suggs on defense. He hasn't been better than Asar Thompson on defense. He hasn't been better than Amen Thompson on defense.
They're not all making
Alex
it, though.
Caruso.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree they're not all making it. I'm saying all of these guys might not make it, and they've all been better than Nikhil.
He's been better than Dyson this year.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
He has not been better on defense than Dyson Daniels.
You don't watch the games enough.
Wait, but what are you gauging Nikhil Alexander-Walker as a defender as? I'm trying.
He's been good. He's been good this year. He's taking the primary matchups too. They switch a lot. They switch everything. So they try to hunt Nikhil unsuccessfully most of the time. It doesn't work. So they pass the ball around, and then they realize, oh, we can get off against everybody else, and they just leave Nikhil alone. Dyson and Nikhil both been good. I think they've both been good this year. Defensively.
Yo, all right.
They have been good this year, both of them.
I'm not saying that they haven't swiped, but that was just insane what you just got off.
What'd I say?
But nothing. The next super chat from Davo. Davo said, the pinnacle of the greatest and most prestigious sport is coming to the U.S. this summer. Are you guys actually ready for the force/wave of global electric carnival-like fandom that's about to hit you?
I have told people behind the scenes, we need to do PC weekend at the World Cup 100%. It's going to be in like, what, how many cities? Like 10 cities here?
It's in Seattle. I know
Seattle,
Seattle's
LA,
one of the cities.
Denver, I think Houston, real talk, Atlanta, Miami, New York. Oh, it's going to be everywhere. The World, this is the biggest event in the world.
Well, we outside. Yeah.
Non-religious event. This is probably the biggest event in the world that's happening this next year.
Where's the finals at? It's in New York.
It's Giant Stadium. I think it's at Giant Stadium.
Oh, that's heat.
Yeah.
It's in MetLife. Yeah, MetLife.
Yeah, it's in Giant Stadium.
Fire.
That's gonna be cold, y'all. We gotta go. Think about it, Ron. We can sell your suits there, especially in the summertime. Sell the vest with the shorts. We can put a whole bid together.
You're wearing vests with shorts?
Yeah, it was cold. Real talk, it worked.
It worked. Real talk. In a couple years, your brain will mature enough to be able to realize how fly of a look that is.
It was a baby blue,
right now,
Tar Heel color. He had he had the guns out. You know what I mean? He even put lotion on that day. He had like the nice shoes on and everything, bro. It was clean. It was dapper. It was definitely dapper.
Did the shoes match the vest or the shirt? Or was it all the same color?
Hey, Coke White 4.
Ron gets fresh.
Now, that's one thing you can't play about Ron. Ron can't host, but he can dress.
I know one thing.
It's the inverse of his hosting.
We got about an hour left here, and I noticed that we talked about Joel Embiid being washed, but I think it's interesting that nobody talked about having to call on the old man last night to save the game. Nobody said nothing.
Hold up, chill.
I know we're going to get to that.
Chill, we will get to that.
I had to call my uncle because I need to hold something. I'm in trouble right now. I need
we
to
will
hold
get
something.
to that.
My uncle actually
got a few dollars to give you. I
had to call my uncle because it ain't working well. The light bill people is knocking on my door. The car payment people knocking on my door. And they're like, yo, we need our bread. And I ain't got no bread, Ron. I got no dough. And turns out my uncle got a couple of dollars. He said, I got you. I got you.
I had it. Don't worry about it, nephew. Don't worry about it.
I got you.
Hey, well, why are we talking about that? Why are we talking about that? You ain't talking about Jamal Murray putting 23 up in the first quarter.
We're gonna get to this stuff, but we're gonna get to
you ain't talking about Jamal Murray having a crazy season?
That All-Star stuff's gonna start making a lot.
We'll get to all of that soon, y'all. But before we do,
talk to me.
Before we get to anything, we got to do the top 5 comments of the week.
Real talk.
But y'all, here's the thing, though. We're not going to do the top 5 comments of the week how we typically do the top 5 comments of the week. We are going to go through all the episodes from last week and look at the top comments from those episodes. This is a little unconventional, but y'all, it's the panel. We have a good group of guys. We have an even better chat. And, I want to spotlight just how dope you guys are. So let's get into it. This was a stream where I think we know what happened right here versus here. But We're gonna scroll down. This is the PCL episode. You guys see how this video's? You see how this video's unliked? You see how I just did that? Now all of a sudden it went from 207 to 208. Yeah. But let's get to the comments. So the first comment that I got from this PCL episode was Swiper got straight robbed on like 4 different debates. Laughing my ass off.
Well, that comment is just yapping.
What does that mean, Swiper? With the microphone. What does that mean?
Just keep literally just keep scrolling.
What does that mean? I don't understand what
Swiper don't even read the chat. So the fact that he went to this comment section and read them is crazy.
The next comment from Legendary Sage 293 said Swiper had to have been getting trolled. There's no way he lost some of them debates.
I see. I think there's a way.
The next comment from Ben Slyman 3519. Swiper got blackballed. The next comment from Cheese. Y'all know Cheese. The chat membership MVP. Cheese said the judges clearly don't like Swiper, but dub him tail. The next comment. Don't be Greg.
Oh, we could skip this.
Would you look at this? Don't be Greg said, I really enjoy Ron's energy as an entertainer. Makes the experience more fun.
Next.
Next. And next, but certainly not least.
Oh yeah, that's a good comment. Yeah,
Mars Talk Sports said Real Talk is just as consistent as me in the PCL. 2-time participant, 2-time second place.
Respectable consistency.
You know, it is what it is. I actually I had a game plan towards the end. Again, it was Swiper was on his, he had just won 2 in a row, right? MTEL was coming up to be the 3rd in a row. I had 7, right? I had went against Swipe. I was Swipe's second win. I was like, you know what? I throw this round, right? Throw that round. I think that was the Wemby Jokic one. Throw that round. Okay. When Swiper beats MTEL, that's going to be his 3rd in a row, which means both of them have to drop, which means it's me and Rez for game point. And then, you know, we take care of business there. I get my belt, I get my $1,500, and we walk up out of here. Because I thought Swiper had started cooking. But then, however it happened, Swiper loses the
Swiper sold you.
Harden and Shea debate. That was the 3rd
Swiper
one.
sold you.
You know, it is what it is, man.
Damn. Come on, Swiper, you got to do better.
You know,
I've never heard such yap. I've never heard such yap.
Do you remember when and you remember this, Floyd Mayweather, when he was young, Real Talk, and he fought in the Olympics? Remember what happened?
Yep.
How he got, and then everybody acknowledged later on the judges were, that's what I'm saying. Hey, look, move in silence. Only speak when it's time for you to speak. Hey, I'll let the chat speak for me. I ain't got to say nothing. But hey, happened to Mayweather.
You only speak
happened to Roy Jones Jr. Happens.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, man. Shout out to people who think Swiper got it. Unfortunately, their opinions hold no weight. So, shout out to him. So.
Oh, man.
All right, this next episode is from last Monday.
Oh, I don't even remember what happened last Monday.
No, I think this is last Tuesday's episode. No?
Yeah, I was not on. This is a Tuesday.
It was one of these episodes. Oh, Wednesday.
It was a Monday or Wednesday. Yeah, it was a Monday.
This is Wednesday, yeah. As you can see, I clicked the like button on the episode. Also, too, if you guys are wondering how to join the memberships, because you ask quite frequently in the chat, this is how you do it. After you hit this button right here, the like button, then you click the join button, and then you see it'll pop up. You can join this channel. You could be a chatter or a yapper. You could be a rookie. You could be an all-star, or you could just be a GOAT and join the Hall of Fame tier. That's how you do it, y'all. But let's get to these comments. Also, you see the fly merch right here. You see the merch, yada, yada, yada. All right, let's get to the first comment. From Dre J 912 said, RIP Eldon Campbell. RIP to him.
Yeah, that was too bad. I remember Eldon Campbell. Yeah, that was too bad, and it was crazy how they found him too.
I didn't even.
Died. Yeah,
I didn't know about this
I just
till now.
found out. Yeah,
He actually drowned.
Damn.
Yeah, and his body washed up on shore, right down here. That's how they found him. His body washed up on shore. It's crazy. Some pedestrian found him.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, the next comment is from Prada Fiend. Prada Fiend said, Mars should have believed in the Clippers gonna clip, like we said in the beginning of the season. Laughing my ass.
The Clippers aren't going to clip. They're coming back. Don't worry. Clippers in 6.
Not.
All right, stay on that side.
They are not. Sorry, Mars.
The next top comment from this episode, we're not going to read.
We don't need to clip in that time scam. Yeah, we don't need to read that one either. We don't need to read that one.
Here we go. Prince DJJ said, yeah, Scotty Barnes is a great player, bruh. I don't know where he ranks in the NBA, but Scotty is moving up that list. Also, Scotty is a great defender. The Raptors are lucky to have Scotty. He's averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Just amazing.
Scotty Barnes is a good player. I agree.
Has Scotty Barnes turned into the chick that's good looking, but the dude just hyping her up, and now you can just see that big ass pimple on her forehead?
Yes, chill. That's exactly what it is.
Like, she's dope, Ron. Be clear about that.
But you guys stop.
But the dude talk about how fly she is so much. You're like, you know what? I've been around her. She don't really smell that good. Like now you finding shit to be wrong with her.
And she got some big ass feet.
I actually think Penn underrates Scotty Barnes, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, nah, because that's definitely the truth right there.
Yeah, I actually think he underrates Scotty Barnes.
Definitely.
All right, well, Scotty Barnes has met his quota for this episode. The next chat is from Don 31311. Shout out Don. Don said, dub episode, dub gifted. Ever since the Donald Sterling thing happened to the Clippers, or the Clippers have always been cursed. Also, shout out to Cade for winning Player of the Month in the East.
They was cursed when they had Donald Sterling. That didn't have anything to do with it. They were awful when they had him. I remember when they played in the sports arena in Los Angeles, and they was drawing like 5,000 to 8,000 people. Yes, real talk. I'm gonna say that one more time so you heard me correctly. They were getting 5,000 to 8,000 people. They were going on 10, 12 game losing streaks at a time during the season. They were awful. Nobody wanted to see these dudes. They were absolute trash. This team was terrible. And then they happened to make the playoffs one time in the night. Well, they made it I think they made it twice in the 90s. But that one year in 97, they made it. And my man actually gave me tickets to the game. Did I go to the game, real talk? No, I ain't going to the game. Because you know why? I'm not coming down to Salt Lake to watch them stomp y'all. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not. No.
Shout out to the Clippers, man. Hey, keep going. Keep doing what y'all do best.
And the boo-boo franchise for generations.
Garbage.
The next comment is from Amale. Hope I'm saying your name right. Amale said, I'm convinced that Ox is on the Clippers payroll and is secretly in love with Kawhi.
Secretly.
Why would you read that?
It is not news, yo.
Secretly.
There's no secret. Ox loves that dude. No, it ain't no secret.
Hey, Mars, what you always say?
Relax, bro. Relax.
All right. And last but not least, I got a comment from King Steve-O during this episode. King Steve-O said, shout out PC with the live show at the Trailblazers Arena coming soon. Looking forward to watching it, man. Dub PC.
I'm looking forward to that. Portland is a dope. For those of y'all that have Ox already there, but for those of y'all that don't know, Portland is a dope basketball city. Super dope. Like, their fans love basketball. In addition to loving the Trailblazers, their fans love basketball. Great food up there, great people, great atmosphere. Yo, Portland is a dope city. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that.
All right. The next episode of comments that I got is from, let's see what day this is.
Thursday, I assume, because I'm not there.
Yep.
Oh, is this the episode where Swiper was?
This the episode where apparently there was a lot of yap going on.
What happened? Oh,
you were rage baiting Penn the whole time?
No, I wasn't the whole time. But when the Kay Cunningham thing set me off, because I was here the first day, real talk, that he came on and he was talking about he's 13th in the draft class because of Warp. So I was there day one, and then that was when they weren't good.
He did say that, didn't he, Swiper?
The first day. So now that he's good, he then did all this other stuff about the on-off for Cade Cunningham, and I was like, Okay, well, we can do the same thing to Scotty Barnes, and then he got mad. So I'm gonna tell you. He said I genuinely don't like this
because of form.
Good times, y'all. Good times.
Oh my God.
The first comment I got is from Leaf Jonan. Leaf Jonan said, I like the Damian addition. He has a levity about him while having good takes. He respects the other panelists and can also play into a joke.
That interest comment was crazy, by the way. Shout out Damian.
Damian is that dude that we find out later on, like, we got him? Word. Okay. We're going to be good. Real good.
The next comment is from King.B99. King said, day 14 of acknowledging Chill is the biggest Steph hater.
You know, if you think I hate Steph, you don't know what hate is. Like, I hate the Yankees. I hate the Cowboys. Like, I live to see the Cowboys lose. I live for that. I don't hate Steph Curry. Just because I don't talk about him the way you talk about him does not mean that I hate him. No, that's not it at all. No, not at all.
You hate Steph.
The next comment is from It's Zamzay came through with an interesting comment, right, guys? Right, chat? Zamzay said Penn and Swiper were on married couple timing this episode.
Yeah, I feel like I was chilling, and then the Cade slander started, and I couldn't take it.
Hey, chat, just raise them fist. The next comment is from Ty Smith 6337. Ty Smith said, Swiper is a funny guy. He loves trolling and joking at Penn's favorite player. But once someone gets at him about Jokic, he's in the corner pouting and upset. Man, I love this channel. LOL.
Yeah, come playoff time, we know what's happening.
Can you acknowledge that is absolutely true?
I can acknowledge that.
Just acknowledge for
we have 30 minute segments in which Mars had to become my lawyer based on how I was thinking through the playoffs, which without me speaking. So
no. But can we hold on, Mars? Can we talk about the fact that when you get the troll and be passive aggressive and all the ends and be using innuendos and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, with everybody else. And then as soon as we start talking about Jokic, I just want to talk real hoops.
I love the way y'all talk about
this
Jokic.
This is a troll channel. Now we're now it's trolls. Now it's when we start talking shit about Jokic, right? But you can talk shit about everybody else, and you let everybody let you get that off. But as soon as we start talking about Jokic, it's troll PC. So I'm just trying to make sure.
Remember what you said? Remember what you said about when Giannis had 8 points in the Eurobasket? You said that's not my job. You're right. It's not my job, brother. It's not my job.
All right. The next comment I got is from.
As long as you're honest, you know. Can't be mad at that.
It's Zamzay yet again. Left 2 comments up here that are top comments on this episode. It's Zamzay said Damian's quote unquote inches joke was crazy. And Swiper saying he gonna leave Ron naked is crazy. No. What's going on this episode?
I still need some clarity on Ron standing over the bed with Jordan. I still need some clarity.
Bro, it was the craziest thing I woke up to, bro. I think he wanted something. Chill, I think he needed something from him, but I don't know why he was sweating. Maybe he just got done at the gym. He was standing over Jordan in a heap of sweat. Like he was, you know what I mean? Like he was like, withdrawal or something like that. Now I think he needed his lotion back or something. I don't know what it was, but like it was no reason for him to be standing there that long. No reason. Shout out Jordan, man. I ain't seen my dog drench in a minute.
The next episode that we got is, let's see it, y'all. This episode is from the Clippers have officially hit their lowest point in franchise history. Damn. All right, I like the video, and then we'll keep scrolling down. Let's see what was being done during this episode. This was Monday's episode. King.B99 said, Jordan talks like an 80-year-old Southern grandma. You could tell Brett spent all day at my house during the summer, laughing my ass off.
That's funny. That is funny.
Mima.
Mm-hmm.
The next comment from Cozy Gaming 1 said, Jordan on the Cooper Flag convo is nasty. You could tell he don't watch for real.
Mars, does anybody else get allegations that they don't watch the games they're talking about more than Jordan in the comments when people are mad at him?
Nah, probably not. Yeah, probably not. But that's what you say about anyone who you disagree with. They actually just don't watch. Yeah, no matter who it is, no matter what it is, there could be documented evidence of them in fact watching. But if they disagree with the conclusion you've come to, you don't watch.
Ron, you laughing? That's not no bullshit. Chill. Do you even watch games? I'm like, what the hell you think I be doing?
Chill. I'm laughing because I'm like, we watched the game on playback.
Literally,
like y'all was with us watching the game. Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, the next comment. I said something about Luka and him taking too many threes. I had Luka fans up under. You just started watching Luka since he been on the Lakers. Oh, okay. I guess, brother. I guess.
So the last 7 years before that, I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
The next comment from Denim J. Denim J said, Penn will be 100% right and still get clowned. SGA and Giannis are a clunky fit. Why would OKC blow up the best team in the league to fix something that ain't broken?
Yeah, it feels like for whatever reason, if you aren't an elite 3-point shooter, like if both of you aren't elite 3-point shooters, the fit is just automatically clunky. It's an interesting philosophy. Or if you aren't Steph Curry off the ball, it's just a clunky fit. It's almost like, players can fit without having to shoot the three at a high clip, but I guess not.
I think a lot of people don't understand what spacing really is. They think that spacing means you have to have five 3-point shooters on the floor.
You're not Klay Thompson. You're just a clunky fit with someone else who can't shoot the ball at a high rate.
And we've already seen that 5-out offense. We've already seen what that looks like with no ball, with no action, just guys standing around the long ball line. That shit doesn't work. It doesn't. That is
shout out to all the
like the triangle.
Fits. All right, the next comment that I got is from Filani. Filani said Jordan is just a casual NBA Twitter lobbyist.
Lobbyist. Jordan is funny, bro. Jordan has the most, like, his breakdowns that he does on games is so good. But then when he gets up here and he talks about stuff, bro, the reaction to what he says, it's just polar opposite. I think it's the funniest thing.
Shout out Jordan, man.
Jordan be pressing y'all buttons, chat. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be funny to watch.
And last but not least, during this episode, Akeem Benny said Penn's role gotta be devil's advocate. Ox, we need you to put tinfoil around the hat to withstand its powers.
I would never touch that hat. Like, have you ever seen Lord of the Rings? You seen what happened when bro finger touched the ring and he start seeing shit?
Which you mean when he was? Oh, never mind. When the Nazgul pulled up on him, the Nine did.
I don't know what the Nazgul is.
The Nazgul pulled up on him when Frodo and the ring and he put the ring on, and then they could see him through the shadows, and then he got stabbed with the blade, and the blade was poisoned.
Never watched.
I'm not sure. Swipe. I only watched Lord of the Rings.
It's an amazing book, Lars.
Stuff like that shit is fire. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Think I'm reading.
I don't.
Yeah, it was written in England. Tolkien and Lewis, man, you need to get on deck with your people,
Good
bro.
for him. Okay.
Oh, Mars.
I'm reading.
You got
though,
it, Mars.
like,
Tap into your ancestry.
If you touch
that's your heritage.
If you touch that hat, you are going to. I mean, all the deepest, darkest, hateful things that you want to say are all gonna just start coming out your mouth. Like, I mean, the second you touch that hat, your intrusive thoughts will beat your ass.
I wouldn't
Don't touch that hat, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't dare touch it. They had probably got an old piece of gum on one side and mold on the other. I'm not even touch that goddamn hat. They had
Respect himself.
What? Man, they had old man. Look, bro.
Damn.
What the
Are you saying that has been through some things?
When the last time he watched that?
I don't know. I'm not in his.
Do you think his friend that did that one thing put his hands on that hat at all?
One thing.
Don't even worry about it. Chat, we're gonna move on to the next.
Quick side note, really quickly. Swiper, I gave it a taste this weekend. Stranger Things.
Which season? Which season?
Thank you. I from the beginning, because I've never seen any of it.
I mean,
So,
you're not going to start from season 5. That wouldn't.
Well, I mean, but it's a teenager show too. Chill. I might be outside your demographic a little bit, brother.
No, but it's Chill. It's Chill was a teenager when the show was set.
No.
Stop. Right? It's the 80s, no?
No, he wasn't a teenager. Well, I guess you were a teenager.
He was.
80s,
I was a teenager in the 80s.
So you got to give us some time. You got to give us some time. Remember what you said? Hey, we got 5 seasons, just like you got 5 dudes. They can't all bust. All right, so you got to give each season a try.
Can't bust.
You got to give each
They
season a
can all
try.
bust for sure. Could all bust.
All right. The next episode. This is with Damo. This is Friday's episode. All right. Let's see what the people had to say about this.
Oh, it's the beginning. I was late. Okay.
Let me see. Did y'all guys make this episode?
Yeah, of course I made the episode. Okay. What you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
He was there.
no premium, man.
Bro, what? Ron,
No
you got all that money, you ain't got premium? Are you
All
kidding
that
me?
praise you got, bro. You ain't got
Real talk, $13 a month? No, hold on, Ron.
My premium
take it
just
down.
ran out.
Ron,
It just
Ron,
ran out.
Take it down, Ron. Take it down. Let me talk to you, Ron. Hold on.
It just
Ron,
ran out.
You know you can
gonna
real
use some
talk
of
too.
that
You
PCL
are here
money?
now. You can write that off. That's a business expense for work. What are you doing?
Swiper. It just ran out.
What do you mean ran out?
But
Your money ran out?
Swiper, look, because I'm just bullshitting because I'm not paying for that premium. But the thing is, Swiper, I'm concerned with the fact that you have to have premium because you grew up in the same time as me. Like, why are you ducking commercials, bro?
Commercials?
No, you don't know how. You don't know how they've.
What's the big deal, bro? We grew up with commercials, bro. Like, what are you doing?
You grew up on it.
You
grew up on it.
Me growing up not having money, you know the 2 things I hated the worst in life are moving. I hate moving. I hate standing in lines. I hate lines. Just like I hate commercials. As soon as I got $7.99 in my pocket when the YouTube Premium first came out, it was paid for. When they raised that money to $13, it's paid for. When they get to $50, it's gonna be paid for. I don't care how long I gotta be on. It's paid for. I'm in a new dimension now. Real talk. Go to your preaching. I'm in a new planet now. Go to your preaching.
I've been paying for YouTube
claiming
Premium
for the rest of my life. I will be
You have
paying
ours?
for a premium.
I'm
So,
just
Swiper,
saying,
when you was little, Swiper, you
YouTube
didn't like to watch commercials and you see like the new Fisher Price toys and all this stuff. Be like, oh, I'm getting that.
That's regular
I want-
television, bro.
Like
I'm
that's
good.
what's wrong. It's like I like commercials, bro. Like I'm a '90s
not
baby.
doing it.
Hey, Swipe.
she be saying-
They've got out of
What
control.
Martin say in the episode? Hey, I ain't paying the $5. Hey, I'm not paying the $5, bro. Hey, I'm not paying for what used to be free. I'm not doing that. Hell no.
Bro, you play for Netflix?
So do you use
I use
Spotify Premium? Do you use
Who?
Spotify Premium? Do you have Spotify Premium?
I
Spotify.
don't pay for that damn
That
shit.
trash service?
What's wrong with Apple Music?
Apple is
use
way better than
Apple-
Spotify.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You still have to pay for Apple Music, right?
Yes.
That's $10 a month.
Okay. You pay for convenience. That's my point. YouTube
but I feel
Premium
like
is
I
a
have to have
convenience.
Apple Music is on my phone. You know what I'm saying? It's
YouTube's on your phone too. It automatically downloads on your phone when you buy the phone.
You pay.
No.
You
And
pay-
plus-
you
and
pay
plus,
for-
Mars,
you pay for
T-Mobile-
convenience.
T-Mobile played me with the Apple Music. I got the first 3 months free, and then I found out they was charging me. I ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, how I'm gonna listen to my
But
music
that's
now.
what it, like. That's where I'm at. I pay for convenience at this point. I'll pay a little extra for the extra convenience. I'm not
you and
I'm not
Swipe
here
are
to-
part of the problem.
back in the day. When it was a 5-second ads and you could skip.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
They've tried to start running back-to-back ads that you can't skip. Yeah, they've lost their
And
mind.
you and what's crazy is you two are content creators. You should love the commercial. Every time
No, you get paid. You get paid from premium. You
Yeah,
get
but
paid
this
from
is the
premium
thing,
too.
this
Real
is the
talk.
thing. You get more if someone watches
Yeah,
your video.
you get paid from
free.
premium.
You get a bigger cut if they watch
Hey,
your video
everybody,
and they have
make sure
YouTube
y'all
Premium.
sign up for YouTube Premium.
There you go.
Hey,
There you go. Yeah.
For the record,
Yeah,
Ron,
if you want to
Sign
support
up.
content
I'll be
creators,
getting it
I'm not
tonight,
saying that's why you
Mars.
should
I'll
get
be getting
premium,
it today.
but
Yeah,
they get a larger cut from premium than they do.
Mars, keep paying for convenience, but don't pay for convenience like Ron paid for convenience. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, a fistful of
Hey,
50s.
Hey,
that's
because
what
your
you gotta
pockets,
do, that's
your
what you
pockets
gotta
got to be
do.
deep to do the spinning I be doing. Feel me?
you got it, bro. They trick it if you got it, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
it's all worth it.
hey, real talk. I'm telling you, we was in Shanghai. This fool here talk. You know what? I ain't look. I'll tell you know what? I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you.
You was in Shanghai pulling up Chris Tucker?
Ox, we got company.
I don't know
Ox,
what
we got
Ox is
we got
talking
company. What
it's family. We family.
I have no clue what Ox is talking about. Like,
You don't know what I was talking about?
legitimately.
So
I
you
legitimately
didn't
don't know
pull
what
out.
you're talking
So you didn't pull out the pamphlet. Like, hey, let's just go to the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did you wait? Hold on, Ron.
You had a
Did you
pamphlet?
Ron? Did you find your Ron? Did you find your Soo Young for Rush Hour?
no, Swiper, this full passport, bro.
All right, y'all. Come on. Yeah, nah. Now it is time for us to officially get the Friday's episode. In this episode, Elias Aronson said, you know what? Hold on, y'all, so we can move forward.
Hey, wait. Somebody said Ron.
Nah. So the first comment that we got is from Elias Aronson. Elias said, Damo.
Golly. Brokeback Ron is crazy.
Elias Aronson said, Damo is so good when he isn't trolling. Literally in all aspects. The scores top 1 to 3 on the panel, or he said he is top 1 to 3 on the panel for sure.
Mm-hmm. He is good.
Shout out Damo. We missed him. I missed Damo when he was gone.
Yes, sir. I'm glad he back. In effect,
man. And then chill. He almost didn't even make it through his first episode.
Yeah, it got a little tricky. We had to reel him in. Yeah, we had to reel Damo in because it got a little tricky a minute ago. And by the way, Swiper, shout out to Spotify. I got Spotify. And
Spotify, I can't stand Spotify.
I use Spotify Premium.
Yeah, that interface is so much worse than the Apple interface. Personally, for me, I don't have
Spotify Premium. No, I don't. But you know what I will do? I will upgrade to first class when I'm flying. Yes, I will.
Wait, you don't have Spotify Premium?
No, I do not. No.
So you can't even control your play.
But you know what though? You know what's so dope about that, Mars? My playlist is so dope. I ain't got no skips.
He gets like 3 skips.
I ain't even tripping on that. My playlist is so
that's
dope.
crazy.
So wait, like Spotify is like Pandora?
Yes.
Yeah. If you don't have premium,
It's like listening to the radio.
When Chill does his
if you try to skip more than like 3 times,
ads for half the workout.
No, you know he's listening to ads for a minute.
Hey, real talk. All of a sudden the song will change. And did you know that you can get 50% off on beats? So like bro, you in the middle of working out.
For me, Swiper, that's super dope for me, Ron. It's like listening to the radio. That's what I'm doing.
Swiper, do you pay for that premium Tinder so you can get extra swipes?
Yep. After Penn said that to me, I went up.
That's why they call you Swiper.
That's why they call it Swiper.
Oh, it makes sense now.
After
but all right, Joe, we gotta
upgrade it.
We gotta get back to these comments though.
Unlimited swipe.
The next comment is from Dobie Greg. Dobie said Mars is in a great situation where if he says something right, he gets the credit. But if he says something wrong, people are confused if he is trolling or not. He just can't lose.
Because he's got a great way of explaining things. And because he's got a great way of explaining things, he sells you on it where you think that, this dude might be serious about it. And if it works out, come to find out, Mars was right. But if it doesn't work out, Mars was just trolling.
That's what he did to you last week with the New York with the who did you pick? Mars, who are you talking? The Lakers? Was the Lakers winning the championship?
You let Mars troll you for 2 hours. I was sick watching that.
When the Lakers
first and foremost, Mars. First and foremost, Mars, can you tell people the stuff that you were saying on Thursday? How authentic was it?
No, we don't care. 100%. We know better.
You think Mars was bullshitting?
I don't care. Mars lie to your face.
I don't care. See, I don't want to hear it. Mars is the deceiver. Okay, that should be his new name. The deceiver.
You guys overstate how much I troll.
Okay, no, that's cool. You don't troll all the time, but when you bring up the Sixers are winning the championship and the Lakers are winning the championship, we know you don't believe that, brother. Respectfully.
Now that part we know, right? That part we know. Like,
but you listened to it. You kept asking them questions.
Like I heard you earlier today. Like I heard
having
you
a conversation.
Today. That's all we was doing, Swiper.
Exactly.
Relax. That's all we was doing. But I heard you earlier today. You talk about y'all gonna bug out when we get back to 2024. Joel Embiid. Like I know you trolling on that because you don't believe that. The days of Joel Embiid are over. You don't believe that, Mars. No, I do know that. But when you
the Pacers on Friday, guarantee he has 30.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. You don't believe that. You want that to happen so bad, Mars. You do. You so want that to happen that you and it's not that you want to be right. It's just that you want to see that Joel Embiid again. You wish that you could see that Joel
get
Embiid
on
again.
Splash Sports for Friday and bet the more on Joel Embiid. That's a Mars guarantee. And if it doesn't work out, you get your money back.
Look, when Mars is in his bag, like, and he's not trolling at all, it's when you say something too much with your chest that is unfounded, or he can disprove easily. If you say something wrong, he's going to catch you slipping. Because what happens is, if Mars, he's ready. He knows that if he needs to activate whatever that thing is in the back of his head. I was watching YouTube last night at 3 a.m. He can turn it in and say, I'm calling you on your car. When it comes time for calling you out on some stuff, Mars, he's 100% not trolling at all. So if you get engaged in the conversation and you lie, Chill, Mars going to cook you. Don't lie. You can't lie. You can say what you want and believe it. It got to be true, though. If it's not true, then you get cooked. You just got to stay in the truth lane with Mars. That's it.
So that's the only time Mars activates his real powers?
Now,
other than that, he's the deceiver.
Mars, I feel like the last years you've kind of evolved into a new person a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you used to be Mr. No Narratives, all stats. Now you're not like narrative.
The last year, I mean,
but he's like joking. You know, real talk. How do you describe it? Like, it's like kind of.
I would say, okay, so the transformation is
what? Not serious.
No, he used to be 215. It's probably about 275. About a solid 60-pound transition. Absolutely.
Who's 275?
But Mars, we do have to admit.
Mars ain't no 275.
I do have to admit, and I will never come off this stance. Mars, you are scummy though. You do have some scumbagging. Yes, you do.
I mean, that's one thing I will say. Every time I say that I'm not a good person, people seem to think I'm trolling.
No, Mars
and then I'll do something that is like, oh yeah, Mars isn't a good person, and then
Mars
they'll be mad at me that I'm not a good person. Like, I ain't tell you this the whole time.
No,
but then apparently that's me running
real talk. I think it's fair to say Mars is like you're the age right now, Mars. I believe this in my heart. I think about this sometimes when I think about how to respond to you sometimes, especially on Twitter. You're finding yourself, and I'm you know what? Go ahead and do your thing. Do your thing, play it. Because you're growing. You a man. You know you're doing your thing. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Because I know sometimes Mars. Because look at me. Sometimes you be coming at me for no reason just to start something, and I'll be like, you know what? I'm not gonna respond. I'm gonna keep it PC. Keep it moving.
Waiting for you, Swiper. He be in the weeds waiting.
Nah, I know he do, bro. I will.
Swiper swears I be lurking on his Twitter,
bro.
Because I follow Swiper, I see his tweets on the timeline. So then I'll respond, and it'll be nonsense.
Mars, I will literally put tweets out just for you, so you can respond. Your frequency has died down as of late, but Mars, you got to think. You thinking about me?
Because the reason my frequency died down as of late is because you're losing the war, and I don't want to compound it.
Swiper, you just said you're throwing out feeler tweets to get more. So it's like you like a cop with the bait car out there trying to get criminals. Like that's entrapment. So who's really the scumbag here?
Right.
Exactly when you put the Jordans in the car.
Like you like Swiper. Do you walk around and like where the crackheads are and leaving little crack rocks around trying to get them to go? Like, that's crazy, bro. What's wrong with you?
Well, we already know Mars's game too, though. At this point, Swipe. So here's Mars's game. So we, as real men, right, as real alpha men, we actually have takes that we say out loud and that we stand on, right? But here's what Mars does. Mars is able to nitpick everybody else's take while never actually giving his own take on anything. What Mars does is, it's too close to call. Oh, I don't know. These are all really good players, etc. So he'll never give you a concrete answer to nitpick with him, but he'll nitpick everybody else's concrete answers. I've been peeped this game. You know what I'm saying? But it's,
real talk. When we were on the phone,
that's what he's saying. I'm Stephen A. Smith.
Max Kellerman talked about this. Stephen A. Smith, that's his role on the show. But real talk. I thought about that same thing the other day. We don't know what Mars believes yet, but he's allowed to be in that space. I'm saying he's at the point in his life he's allowed to be in that space. But Mars, you do be coming heavy for other people for what they believe.
Coming heavy.
Hard. Me and Chill. Chill. No. I know what he believes. That's why me and Chill go back and forth. We fighting beliefs. We fighting. We get fighting belief. Me and Real Talk. We've been going at it for years. Can we believe what we believe? Ox. Ox believe what he believes. I leave Ox alone. Okay, he's staying here to believe corner by himself. Ron,
because it's 187 on the undercover cop. You better leave me alone. You better leave me be.
I also just leave. All
right, because I ain't playing with your ass. You come around here talk about, hey man, got some crack? Yeah, all right, bro. Hell nah.
Yeah, hell nah. Crack your damn head.
Hey, I seen your ass coming from up the street, but leave me be.
Yo, what the hell is wrong with y'all, man? Look, I'm getting back to these comments. You guys are ridiculous. Every last one of you guys. I'm telling you.
Hey, real talk. Swiper come up the block in cargo shorts talk about, hey man, you got some crack? Nigga, what?
Nah, every single one of you guys is ridiculous. Okay.
The moral of this story, ladies and gentlemen, the moral of this segment, ladies and gentlemen, is Mars is a scumbag. That's all you got to remember. No matter what.
Hey, Ox, you want to buy some snow?
That's it. Mars is scummy.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. We got a couple more comments this episode.
I'll take 3 cracks, please.
So the next comment is from Teflon Gunsmoke. Teflon said, perfect timing. Chill's getting mad at us because Mars was clearly trolling him is diabolical.
I actually thought we was having a good conversation, to be honest.
So did I, but apparently I'm just trolling.
Because I do talk basketball with Mars. Like, we actually do have conversations. Yes, we do.
Sometimes.
Not all the time. No, sometimes. And I know when you want some bullshit, Mars. Let's be clear about that. I do know.
I don't think I'm ever on BS,
do we?
But, you know.
Hey, chat, do we? I don't know. Maybe Chill's just better than us, or maybe we just.
No, I know what Mars knows.
I think some people just hold me to a weird standard, where if I say something they strongly disagree with, they just
that you've created, Mars. By the way, that's standard.
Well, no, I don't think I should be held to any standard, to be honest. But I think people for whatever reason view me as like someone who knows what they're talking about. So when I say something that they strongly disagree with, their first instinct is, "Oh, Mars must be trolling." When the possibility is we just disagree, which is entirely fine. But for whatever reason, their first instinct is, "Oh, Mars must be trolling if I disagree with him this much." So whatever.
Well, the next comment has to say this about Mars and Chill. How ironic. NYK Kareem 2001. Some of you guys' favorite in the chat said Chill and Mars equals Homer and Bart.
Am I bought? Am I bought?
Yeah. You ever watch The Simpsons, Mars?
It's what, like the strangling stuff?
Yeah.
But it's deeper than that though. They just they just beefing all the time.
So I'm a victim. Okay, cool. I guess.
Nah, bro. Hey man, bro, that was good, bro. That was hilarious, bro. Get up.
All right.
Can I have 2 vials of crack, please?
Oh man, that was funny, bro.
Yeah, cargo shorts with his hat backwards.
What the fuck is going on?
All right, the next comment is from Ryder Aragi. Ryder said, Chill hears so much trolling. He heard something half reasonable from Mars and assumed he was telling the truth.
Oh my God.
No, hey, drink more water. That's a fact. Like Mars is so much more Stewie from Family Guy than Bart.
Mark, how responsible are we for the narratives that are surrounded? Because there are narratives about me that I think are just completely untrue, but they're based on previous behavior. You have narratives about you that you think are untrue as well. I think Real Talk has narratives about him that he thinks untrue, but they're based on behavior. Chill definitely has a lot of narratives about himself that he believes he probably agrees with to a degree, but then also thinks it's untrue.
Whatever you think about me is true. Whatever I don't go back and forth with people how you think. Whatever you think about me is true.
That's a risky game.
No, it ain't.
That's a very
whatever
risky
you think
game.
about me, that's going on. Yep.
The only narrative that's out there with me is what, the trolling thing? Well, yeah.
No. That's not the only one. That's definitely not the only
Everything else is probably quite accurate. But yeah, I don't troll. That's it. That's the only one that I strongly disagree with.
I think you don't agree with. Swat?
Well, I think people. Well, I mean, maybe the strongest one is like from more so like this is from like fan bases like about being a Jokic fan, but not understanding I'm from Denver. Like, there's an attachment to this city that's deeper than like players. So I don't really get player fan attached. I've never been that way. As you say, I've never been like a fan of other, like, teams and all that kind of stuff.
You're not a player fan of Nikola Jokic?
No, I am. But like, if once he leaves, like nothing changes for me with Denver, if that makes sense.
You're still going to be down with Denver.
Yeah, I'm founded to the city. Right. Yeah, I'm rooted to the same. Same with the Kings. Like, I just I'm a nugget.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
And I feel this. I feel you on that. I understand that.
What do you mean same?
All right, y'all.
What are you talking about? Same hell. You are for the streets. If anybody,
here you go, homering me again. Look at him.
No, Mars. I just think you do a really good job at like not jumping off of cliffs, as far as trying to stay more leveled with takes and trying to keep it more of the just like being more water. You know what I'm saying? Flowing with the season, flowing with the game, and just kind of just more talking about what you're seeing, as opposed to a lot of us, myself included. I try to flow with it, but then when I see something, I get too emotional about basketball. I'm jumping off the cliff about shit. Like, oh no, that's definite, So
yeah, it seems to bother people that I think things are malleable and that things change, and that watching a game and watching someone play well doesn't mean I think they're now going to be an all-star. Or watching someone play badly doesn't mean I think they're going to be out the league in 2 years.
Right.
Each game is its own thing, but.
All right, y'all. Well, as of right now, we are going to acknowledge who is clearly our splash of the day from this weekend. And, this guy has been playing at an MVP level all season. Last night, he had 31 points, 15 rebounds, and 11 assists. But Luka Doncic will not be getting the splash of the day. Because when it came time for somebody to save the day, LeBron James restarted his double-digit streak last night against the Philadelphia 76ers. And would you guys like to speak into how LeBron finished with 29 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and how he went 12 for 17 from the field, 4 or 6 from 3, and how that happened, when it happened, where it happened?
I just think it's funny how every year we start off the seasons with, oh, man, is LeBron James washed after 4 or 5 games or whatever, or even the first couple of weeks in the season. At this point, to me, it is counterintuitive to try to speak on the quality of player LeBron James is in the first 2-3 weeks of him playing the game. He's going to be trash. Okay, we gotta come to that conclusion as a collective. When he first starts playing, he's not going to be that good. As the season goes on, he's going to pick up his level of play. He's going to be one of the best players in the league, like he always is, right? I just saw, okay, for example, last year, there was a video PC put out. Is LeBron James washed? This is last year, right?
Around this time, by the way. It was around this time.
Around the same time. Mm-hmm. We ranked the top 10 players in the league after that year, right, of asking is he washed. We had him 6th in the league as a collective. So I'm just saying, let's wait a few games before we start judging is LeBron washed and this, that, and the third after a couple weeks where he's trash because he's 41. Chill. You know that old car. You can't just get in the old car, rev it up, and then just beat pedal to the metal. You got to let it warm up a little bit. Got to get the juices going a little bit, and then as it warm up, it can go like it used to. But it take a little time. That's it.
He had some stretches last night where he would pull the ball off the glass, and he would be able to go years ago, but he was picking spots and picking times when he played fast. There was a stretch. There was a play, a specific play I remember. It was about 10:25 in the fourth quarter. I'm sorry, and he ended up getting the rebound right below the free throw line. Now, James 4 or 5 years ago would have gone with that, only except he took his time, and he took his time not because he was just being smart. No, he took his time because I'm old. And I can't run as fast as I used to. And I can't put my feet on the gas the entire game. So So he took his time and he waited for Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves comes down. He kicks the ball to Austin Reeves. Him and Austin Reeves get into that pick and dive action, that pick and pop action, and it worked. It 100% worked. So I think James is in a space now where he's picking more of his spots. He's picking times where he can run, when he can get to it. And that's largely due to the fact that, I can't do what I used to be able to do physically as often as I used to be able to do it. He had gotten the ball at the elbow. Like 2 times, which I think is still crazy that they go to him in the meat and potatoes of the game where they're drawing it up for him. And he's still delivering. It's incredible that a guy that's at this age that he's still delivering. And what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to jump off the cliff and go, yo, James still got it. But what I'm not going to say is that he still can't do it from time to time. He can still do it.
I think it's more likely that he's still at the good side of his range than the wash side of his range, because I think a lot of people forget Bron was hurt during the offseason. Remember the whole MCL, so he clearly wasn't running as much. He missed the whole training camp, missed the first 15 games of the season, right? Like he had to rev it back up. It's going to take more time. I think Bron is still, one of the top 20 guys in the league potentially. You know what I mean? I don't see why he. I mean, we saw.
Game better than him. It's not.
I had Bron getting that 5th spot in the All-NBA team first team last year. And so for me, I find it hard to believe a guy can go from playing at that level of basketball to being washed. Now I understand the streak, and you know how we do in this space. Something like that happens. Oh, he's washed. He's 41. He can't do it no more. Yeah. He shot 17 shots. You know what I'm saying? That game he just wasn't hitting. Sometimes there's a lid on it. You know what I mean? Bron absolutely chill. Bron absolutely still got the goods. Like he still got the goods. He can't carry like he used to. He can't carry like he used to, but he still got some left in the tank.
Last night was evidence of that. I can still do it. I just can't do it as much as I used to be able to do it because physically I'm just not there. That doesn't mean that I can't run down the gut and punch one in transition. That doesn't mean that I still can't play pick and dive in stretches. I can still do that. I just can't do it every other night or every night like I did 5 years ago. No, I can't do that.
He just chilling. He waiting for Bryce. That's all. He just chilling. He waiting for Bryce.
Ron. You on mute? Ron, you doing an ad we can't hear.
We can't hear you, Ron. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. What I was saying that you guys didn't hear, well, I'm not going to repeat what I said because somebody up here might get mad. But I was just saying that shout out to Splash Sports. And if you haven't downloaded the app, download the app. You can do that by clicking the link in the bio, or you can scan the QR code and go ahead and reward our splash of the day, LeBron James, the next time he pops on your screen, and just go less. You know why. But y'all, let's go ahead and jump into these comments and let's make it happen. The first super chat is from I Take No Kobe Slander 24. Said all in their primes. Denver gets Carmelo Anthony. Lakers get Kobe Bryant. OKC gets Kevin Durant. Boston gets Kevin Garnett with a healthy Tatum. Damn. Who would win it all this season?
OKC with Kevin Durant? Are we serious? Okay.
I'm going Boston with KG.
OKC with Kevin Durant? Are we serious?
No, we're not, Mars. No, we're not. Stop. No, we're not.
Oh,
anyway,
I don't know how much Melo would help that. I mean, he would help scoring, but they're already the best offense ever. So, like, the offense gets better. It would be nice for, I think, OKC.
You get Cam Johnson out the way, though, Swiper.
Yeah, but I mean,
Melo's offense would be significant improvement from.
I mean,
from
but like, how much better is their offense going to get? Great, it's even better. But like now, you know what I mean? OKC, Kevin Durant, they're kind of tough.
OKC would have the best offense and the best defense in the league, in my humble opinion.
Man, you put what version of Kobe we getting on this Laker team?
Pick your Kobe. 03, I'd assume is the one you pick. Yeah, I'd assume you pick 03.
Don't try to act like you know me. You don't know what version of Kobe I'm picking. What if I want 06 Kobe?
And take 06 Kobe. The first name.
All right, then. Yeah. They're trying to tell me what version of Kobe. I'm actually picking 08 though. MVP Kobe. Yeah, we getting busy. MVP Kobe next to AR, Luka, Bron.
Kobe playing the 3?
Best offense in the league. He can play the 3 in 2025.
No, I'm asking. Kobe playing the 3? Okay. Yeah, I got Kevin Durant, so cool.
Yeah, give me Boston. KG clears. The next super chat is from J-Mo Fit. J-Mo said, I think y'all underrate how good looking Cade Cunningham is. Do y'all underrate how good looking Cade Cunningham is? One of the reasons Curry was the face of the league was because he was good
he actually was talking about attractiveness. Okay, cool. He actually was.
Just because he was good looking and light skinned. And so I think Cade will be the face of the league.
Oh, I did that. I didn't know he was actually talking about.
You can speak to this.
Don't think for 1 second that doesn't matter.
No, so I think this is more up your alley.
It does matter, Chill, but I'm saying besides Steph being handsome or whatever, being like light skinned and all that, he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was cold. He was good.
You're a stupid
what I'm saying?
baller.
You shoot the ball like that, you could be ugly. Like you shoot like Steph.
Real talk in your mind, based on that criteria, who's the best face of the league in the NBA currently?
The best face in the league?
That I've never put that to question. I think
just making one on the spot. Who do you think it is?
I think that's a question for you to answer more so than anybody.
Who's the most handsome guy in the NBA?
I don't really look
so
at
it's Paul George.
Wait, hold on. Real talk. I'm gonna text you.
Paul George, the face of the league.
It's Paul George.
Don't be texting me who you think. Sorry, don't be texting me who you think
like that because I don't look at dudes like that. No, I
We
don't.
might have to do that on our Thursday ranking.
But there's a reason, Ron.
Chill's bold enough to answer.
This Thursday, let's do it.
Who do you think the face of the league is based on that?
There's a reason why Anthony Edwards was considered one of the faces, if not the face of the league, because he played above the rim. Super duper athlete.
And because he's cute.
His game translated, right? But with all of that being said, he's a good looking guy. And that stuff matters.
Is he the best for this topic?
Again, I don't.
So is that why? Is that part of the reason why he's like more popular than let's say like a Nikola Jokic to you or something?
We said Jokic no cute.
Yes, it is.
Well, to be fair, and I want to be open. I'm answering the question now. By the way, that's part of the reason why SJ's appeal with like he does modeling outside of
sure.
The NBA. So like there's a reason why I think that works for a lot of people. But that's the thing, same thing. But to be fair, real talk, could I answer the question? Because I don't care. Lewis Hamilton is a part of his appeal in F1. Like it's just like a black male attractiveness. Huh?
They wear helmets.
Not all the time.
And they're not athletes.
They can't even see them.
No. But if
I had to answer the question,
he goes to the Met and all this kind of stuff. He's a good looking dude. Like he's like well put together. He's wealthy. Like the same thing with Tom Brady and his appeal for certain demographic in the NFL. Like that all that stuff matters. All of it matters. All right,
so we're gonna go to the next.
That's why Ron is like when we do our ads,
To answer your question,
yes, right. SGA do be modeling draws, so
to answer your question,
I'm not. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell, man.
Jayson Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards. Those are guys. Just to name a few guys that you see on billboards.
No white guys.
Cooper Flag will be there soon.
Reed Shepard too. It's gonna be Cooper Reed soon.
Real talk.
Cooper will be there soon.
With the rip. They had to.
Yeah. Luka, when he was, on his health fitness.
Hanson Yang coming soon. I'll be ready.
For real. You got to get that money.
You know what they're gonna call Handsome Yang next year?
Handsome Yang.
All right, so we got a super chat from you guessed it. Anna Monica Studios said, whose legacy would fall the hardest if you remove their ring or one of their rings from NBA history? Some underrated guys, LA Clippers, Eric Gordon, and Yao Ming.
Sneaky favorite player in Denver, by the way, real talk. Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, or a ring. If you just remove a ring, whose legacy takes the biggest hit?
Aaron Gordon look old now.
But is it not just Dirk? Is Dirk not the obvious answer?
Yeah, it will be Dirk.
Maybe KG.
Yeah, shit, if you remove Kareem's butt ring.
Wait, what did it say?
Whose legacy takes the biggest hit if you take away that ring? Kawhi's a good one with 2019. But like from multiple time champions, Kevin Durant, that's the obvious one. If you take away one of his Warriors rings. I do think if you take away Kareem's Bucks ring, that he would get questioned a lot more.
I 100% know that Moses would get questioned a lot more if they didn't win in Philly. No doubt about it.
Ooh, if Wilt doesn't win in Philly and he only wins that 72 championship, he'd be looked at a bit more questionable.
The one in Philly, I think, holds more weight than the 72 championship one because they're the only team to beat the Celtics.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you take that one away, you take the 67 championship away, then the Celtics run the table the whole decade, and Wilt has to wait until Bill retires to win a championship. Yeah. With Jerry West,
way different.
That would be shaky
way
for
different.
him. Steph's 2022 ring did a lot for him.
Definitely. I think that easy one would be Dirk too. That 2011 for Dirk. I think that's a big deal for him.
Yeah, because he had been on multiple good teams.
Yeah, if KG never won,
Well, no.
All right, fellas.
Real ball knowers though, Rob. Real ball knowers.
Kobe's without Shaq.
Yeah, but real ball knowers are still gonna shout out love to KG. If Paul Pierce don't win in 08, he's a bum.
Paul Pierce still ain't won. He still ain't won if you ask me. He'll never win my heart over. Go ahead. Next up.
All right, so the next super chat from the Jonathan Frazier.
Why would you say that?
Said, so I was told the guy who closed the game.
I didn't mean that, bro.
So I was told the guy who closed the game, scoring 10 of their last 12, hurts the team and the chemistry. Damn, bozos, chill. Can I get an eat it hater?
Eat it, haters. Eat it. Eat it. Choke on it.
You hear that, Mars? Because you one of them. Yeah, wasn't a good Sunday for you, was it, huh? You usually all in my playback chat trolling. Listen to man, splits maintenance. Meanwhile, Ron out there hooping, and your guy out there looking like he the 41-year-old that can't move, can't jump, can't hit a shot, can't rebound, can't dunk, can't do nothing. Just out there taking up space.
Yeah, did all that. Meanwhile, Joel Embiid had a +11 +-
We don't care. We're not moving.
So yeah, my +- victory lap shall still prevail. Yeah. Look at that +11. Impact the game in other ways. Yeah.
Oh man.
The People's 23 said my squad put BTA last night. J-Dub 25-8, Chet 23-9 on 80% with no SGA. But did y'all see him versus the Mavs? 10-12 for 33 points. He different.
Ron, I know that we got to watch games because that's part of it, right? You know, this is part. But do I really have to? Was I wrong to bounce from Salt Lake City last night?
At halftime?
Was I wrong for that?
I did.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm like, I'll turn that off.
They were Ron, the first 10 minutes. The game was done.
Ron, speaking of watching games, you're gonna address the elephant in the room. The chat's going crazy about it. I'm super upset about it. You know, I mean, what's up, bro? Like, playback's the best thing that ever happened to the internet.
Yeah, I agree. Most of sports YouTube channel, but you know, so it can be up.
So what? I mean, what we gonna do? How we gonna watch games, man? This ain't cool.
NBA League Pass, I guess. I don't know what to tell you, Alex.
Back to the before times.
The thing about it is, I got 12 screens, so I'm all right. You know, for you lesser individuals, I don't know what you guys are gonna do, and I feel sorry.
It's crazy. I was just about to make my playback debut too, man. That's tough. It's just
so you're lying.
The timelines didn't align.
Yeah. Unfortunately, playback is coming to an end. We had a great time over there. I'm sure Players' Choice had a great time. Me personally, I had a great time. But we just transition into something else. You know what I'm saying? It's not a door closed. It's a door open for new opportunities.
But I also would like to acknowledge real talk. You had gotten up there at that at this point, but a lot of people made their incomes off playback. So this is gonna be a hit for several people. They're making. I don't know if you know this, Mars, but in the United States, not a lot of money going around right now. Not a lot of jobs. So a lot of people they created subsidiary income off of things like playback. So this is going to be actual some people's pockets will be hurting because of this, because this is kind of a recent news for a lot of folks. So definitely, there are other ways to get there. But as everybody knows, and the Real Talk's finding out because he's a content creator now, it is it's a tough business out here. So you always got to be on the move and make sure you know where to kind of plant your next seed and all that kind of stuff. So there are many other opportunities. So
I loved playback, man. That's the best. That was the best thing going.
Yeah.
Got more buckets. Said people do respect leadership. Jalen is a better leader than Jayson. Jalen's game is more equipped for winning. He allows others to flourish.
I'm so sure you know how good they are as leaders.
About the Jalen Brown.
I am happy that I don't hear stuff like that as regularly as I used to when talking sports. That's a good thing.
Stuff like what?
Well, you know, this guy is such a great leader and he captivates the team and da-da-da. And you don't know that. You really don't. You really don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just honestly don't know that.
Well, but what about like heart and willingness in like the willingness to win? Not the willingness to win, but the what's it called? Just the want to win, the drive to win. Yeah, the desire to win.
Stuff like that definitely exists to me. But it's still not like the end all be all. It's not necessarily why, you know, a player plays better than another player. They're playing better. It's probably just because they're better.
But that can contribute to you being better. Same way, leadership is important. I just don't like hearing people who know nothing about what's going on inside the team's locker room or at practices talk about things that you could only know by being inside the team's locker room and practices. It's like when people talk about coaching and the only thing you can see them do is make subs. So it's like talking about things you just don't know about, which is fine. No one's asking a fan to know everything. But some fans talk like they do know everything. And that's what throws me off.
We got another super chat from, you guessed it, Anna Monica Studios said, hey, chill, you got in the Celtics for passing up on Ryan Kalkbrenner, and maybe rightfully so. But this Gonzalez kid, who they drafted, does not suck.
I don't think he sucks. I just think the Kalkbrenner would have just been a better fit for you guys. I think he does what's necessary for what y'all need. I wasn't sold on Kata, and I thought that Kalkbrenner would have came in, and I thought that he would have been exactly what you guys needed from a big man standpoint, rebounding, running the floor, getting easy buckets around the rim. I think he would have been great for you guys.
Kalkbrenner fouled out for the first time in his career yesterday, by the way.
In 25 minutes, something like that?
Yeah, high school. He had 5, I think, fouls before 3 quarters, but I mean, that was also his first time playing Yoke. And, you know, Yoke is doing all the – and Val.
What do you mean never fouled out?
Oh, you're going to be mad at a big man for never fouling out? Is that what's going to be?
That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
High school, college, or pro. He's never fouled out.
Ox, would it surprise you that Chamberlain has never fouled out of a game ever?
That's ridiculous. Hit somebody.
Because when Wilt got in foul trouble, he just stopped playing the game.
All right, man, that's crazy. I can't have no big man that don't foul out of games. Like, come on, bro.
When Wilt got in foul trouble, we started offering that.
So you must be a big JJJ fan then.
No, actually, I'm not. He doesn't rebound. I'd rather you not foul out than not rebound. But that's what I'm saying. How you foul
and he don't rebound?
This is a contact. This is a contact sport.
Yeah, he don't rebound. Yeah.
Well,
this is a contact sport, bro. You got to hit somebody.
He was the best player everywhere he went. So I think for him, the coaches probably told him, like, your fouls are too valuable. If you get the 4, no more fouls.
Swipe it. I remember my last 2 years of high school, my coach would not allow me to block shots in the first quarter. He's like, bro, stay on the ground. Like, you got to chill.
Kalkbrenner never averaged more than 2 fouls a game in college. He peaked at 1.9.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. He's not playing no defense.
4-time defensive player of the year in the Big East, just so you know.
Nah, chill. Nah, hell, nah. You're not playing no defense.
Without fouling, you're just not playing defense.
If you're averaging 1.5 fouls a game, you're not guarding anybody, bro. Reach a little bit, bro. Reach a little bit. Block something, hit somebody, bro.
All right, I got another super chat from Cammy Cujo. Cammy said Evan Mobley was 8 of 19 from the field against the Draymond-less Warriors team. ... You got to be better, big fella. #soft. #Chet better.
8 of 19 ain't too bad when the whole team.
You guys can. 8
of 19 is actually an improvement on what the rest of the team did.
Pat Spencer outplayed him.
If you want to say that Chet is better, that's fine. I have no issue with that. What I want to say, straight up and straight down about this Cavs team, y'all dudes ain't serious. Call me, Ron. Make sure you put the camera on me. Call me when y'all dudes get serious. Y'all ain't serious right now. That team in Oklahoma City, they serious. That team in Detroit, they're serious. You dudes are not serious. You have to win the games that you're supposed to win. And when the Golden State Warriors come in your building with no Draymond, with no buckets, and no Steph Curry, and you lose to them, do not, folks, let that score be indicative to what actually happened. They handled them dudes with a lacrosse player and a bunch of second string dudes. Handled them dudes. And you guys want me to take you guys seriously. Now remember, I'm still in. I am, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know how much longer. Call me when you dudes get serious. And I'm not saying that I'm going to be available when you call, but call me when you dudes get serious because y'all ain't serious right now. Y'all not.
Yeah, they're struggling right now. By the way, just Jonathan Kuminga was a DNP last night, which is, very interesting. And then Pat Spencer is balling this year. He's been really good for the Warriors, number 61. He does need to change his number. And final note on the Warriors, Mars, we're about a year away from Quentin Post getting real talks for he's one of the best young bigs in the league. About a year
he's
away.
actually 24, but yeah.
Well, let me say relative contract.
Oh, he's actually 25. He actually turns 26 in March, so he's definitely young.
Yeah.
But Quentin Post, a hell of an improvement this year. Still shooting the ball at a high clip, but defensively he's improved a lot. So shout out to Quentin Post, looking like a real.
Is he going to have a Zubac growth? Remember with Zubac, he wasn't a defender at all to start, and then he became like a very good defender later on.
If he can become that level of defender with his shooting ability, that's a really that's amazing for a 50-something pick. So we'll see. But
Stole him out of Boston College. Him.
Definitely what he's been doing for them this year.
And I can't use
shout out to Kuminga, man.
I cannot, Ron, and I know we got to move on, but I cannot use the war of attrition logic. Okay, sure. Max Strus has been out of the lineup. Not just Max Strus has been out of the lineup. Not just Max Strus has been out of the lineup. They lose Ty Jerome. They lose Okoro. And they lose Okoro. By the way, Mars, this Lonzo Ball thing is not working. It's not at all. He can't make shots. He can pass the basketball, but this Lonzo Ball thing is just not working at all. And I'm sorry to say, it sounded promising early, but it's just not working.
What you did,
no,
the guy can't make a shot, man. I don't know him to do that.
It's not.
I can't make shots for him.
This Lonzo Ball thing. I could use the war of attrition and the turnover in the roster, but then I can shoot that logic right down because the Boston Celtics got their roster flipped and they rolling right now. So I can't use it. I can't hold on to that. So, like I said, until you do. Call me when you dudes get serious. That's all I got to say about that.
People don't know what the problem is. People think it's Garland being out the lineup and then Max Strus and then even losing Jordan up. It's none of that.
Garland ain't been that great this year.
Yeah, but the reason they're struggling, they don't have a Money Bates anymore. That's the reason they're struggling. They don't have a Money Bates.
All right, Ron, I got to bounce, brother. It's good to see you, my man.
You got 3 more minutes to me, brother.
Okay.
All right, the next super chat is from SMN RDM. Said, I do have Spotify Premium, but you don't need it, Mars. Secret is stack your playlist with J. Cole songs. Then it's all bangers, and you don't need any skips.
However, if you don't have Spotify Premium, I don't even know what the point of listening to music is. You're gonna be listening to music and then you're gonna hear, want a break from the ads? Man, shut, man. No.
If anybody wants up here, not in the chat, because you didn't know. If anybody wants the best workout playlist they can get, I got 405 songs of straight heat, real talk. You just let me know whenever you need it, bro.
You don't even need that many songs. So I'll be in the gym for 30 minutes and then you bounce.
No, I'm not 30 minutes, but I'm saying I've been building this since 2017. This has been carefully curated with the best music that you can find for years. So this is a great playlist, brother.
Swiper, don't let me find out that you go set your camera up in the gym.
I do.
Hit a couple curls.
I do.
Turn the camera off and leave.
No. It's way longer than that. But yeah, I'd definitely be in there filming for sure.
I feel you on that. No big deal.
We film everywhere. Talk about it, Ox.
Anna Monica Studios said, Swipe is a consistent overhyper and underrater in NBA debates. Keep track of every time he tries to talk over someone in a debate and Chill saves him. You don't got Chill to save you now.
I don't know what I would need to be saved about. Sounds like actually some other people got saved on Friday night per the chat. But shout out.
All right, we got another super chat from DSG Piccolo. Piccolo said Yang was a +2. Was a +2 left with something. With something. Refs on one. The refs were on one last night. Edie fouled, then clotheslined Yang and the refs ain't called nothing. Adam Silver can go to hell.
Like when you see Denny trip up Cedric Cowell. But yeah, shout out to Yang, man. Yang was a +2. He was terrible, but shout out to Yang. He was
Cedric Cowher and Zach Edey and Jalen Wells. That's a nice little trio.
Yeah, that's cool. Look, yeah.
Yeah, just wait till Demetrius come back.
No, facts. Yeah. You finna turn it up, boy.
Hey, Ron.
Merry Christmas.
See you later, brother. See y'all soon, man.
All
right.
Peace.
Monty Bates is averaging 20 in the G League right now, by the way. Just putting out.
Shout out Money.
Y'all trying to press Denny was hilarious.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that personally.
The hell?
Oh, hello.
That's crazy, Ron. That's fucking crazy. All right. Well,
where'd the host of the show go?
Like I don't got to get places. Jay got game. Been a member for 27 months. Ron wants the show to be ESPN so bad with his takes.
WSPN.
Oh, I like ESPN.
I like ESPN.
Dre 21215. He's been a member for 6 months. Shout out PC. Yep, absolutely. Shout out PC. Anna Monica Studios. JB also had a harder strength of schedule and worse roster than the guys you put above him. Last 5 games, 34-7-7 with 2 steals and 0.6 blocks. JB is absolutely cooking. I just think we need to acknowledge that a little more.
Shout out to Derek
White. He is good.
All right, the next super chat I got is from D-Town. D-Town said he isn't moving good, but that's the best he's moved all season. He's like the world's fastest snail.
Yeah, the bar is in hell for Joel. I'll say that. He sprinted up the court like back-to-back possessions, and I celebrated like he got a put-back dunk or something. It was crazy. So, yeah, the bar is in hell.
All right, the next super chat is from SMN R&DM. SMN said, I'd rather ruin my next 3 years rather than cripple my team for the next 20 years. 10 million per year is a big chunk of the cap. Teams struggle to build with a team with cap.
Yeah, I'll just bite the bullet on the contract. Personally, that's what I would do. But I don't think there's any good situation that comes from this.
Man, $8 million is not crippling you in your salary cap, bro.
Absolutely not.
And then as we continue down the road in the cap, if the cap keeps going up and up and up and up like it does, man, that $8 million it's gonna be a vet min by the time we get to 2020.
You're paying a vet min to someone who's not in the league and hasn't been for 15 years. That's still gonna be inconvenient.
Look, what you do is I heard I think Antonio Daniels and somebody else talking about it. And Amin O'Haskin is his name, right? They were talking about like what the Suns had to do like maybe a couple years back, 5-6 years ago. And what you do is you just have a 13-man roster. Just have a 13-man roster. It's no big deal.
Wait for him to get back to his 2024 self.
All right, POA Defense FC sent through a super chat and said Shea doesn't make quote-unquote high leverage passes because if you don't play aggressive help, he's scoring every time. So as a result, he's creating wide open looks.
I saw someone say Jokic is a better jump shooter than Shea. You guys agree with that?
Hell
no. No, I don't.
No.
No, I absolutely don't.
Jokic shoots the hell out the ball. Every time Jokic shoots, I think it's going in. I can't say the same with Shea. Every time Jokic shoots the ball, I think it's going in.
Do you not understand what was Shea last game? 10 or 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2 shots. Bob. It was 2 for 2 from 3.
All right, we got
y'all gonna understand this thing about Shane sooner or later, bro. I'm telling y'all, man.
It's just the guy who only just started understanding.
Hey, but I feel like once I get it, everybody should get it. Hey, look, man, y'all gonna get it, but just, bro, he like that, Ron. He like that.
Real talk, you sound like that. You sound like the dude that just like start drinking a half a gallon of water a day. You walk around telling everybody like, y'all need to start drinking water. You know what I'm saying? Have you tried this water stuff? We know shit like that.
Oh, them new Christians, them just got religious people.
Oh man,
yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's the same group. They come around my apartments, but dudes was at the door for about 5 minutes just knocking. Told y'all that, bro. So.
All right, the next super chat I got is from Hunter TV. Hunter said, "Daily Gem All-Star, Jamal Star Murray propaganda, 36 points per game over the last 3 games on damn near 50, 40, 90 for the season. Shout out Spencer Jones starting for this team on a 2-way. Demon."
Yeah, he actually might make it. I'm not gonna lie, he actually might make it. He's averaging 25 right now.
Yeah.
Then we can put to rest he's never had an all-star. Put that to rest.
He's still not playing better than Austin Reeves yet, but eventually he may get there. I do think Denver has found something with that Spencer Jones guy, though. Finding him while Christian Brown has been absent, so he's kind of getting the playing time to be that 2-way guard / wing or whatever. He's a pretty good player. Pretty good player.
I also love him because he commits fouls.
Yep.
Yeah, he be fouling. He uses his fouls. So yeah.
Love for
Shout out Jimmy Jam.
Said, "Damn, real talk. For a team that needs shade to generate everything, they looked the exact same yesterday."
They played the Utah Jazz, but I mean, I hear you though.
J-Mo Fit sent through a super chat and said, "I want to know Real Talk's thoughts on what Football Breakdown just said about him. He said he needs a treadmill and can't get ladies. Best moderator."
You know,
I've been instigation.
Football, me and your left eye, we share something very much so in common. It's that we're very lazy. So I do believe the woman I saw in your background too, I'm pretty sure she's there because you get a disability check because you're probably legally blind. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, football. You ain't the best looking fella in the world, brother. But shouts out to you though. Shouts out to you.
Well, you guys, in other better news, Franz Wagner has just been updated his injury status. It appears he has obtained or sustained a high left ankle sprain. So
ankle?
Yeah, I thought he was on his knee.
Well, that's they call it a high ankle sprain for a reason, but
some high off ankle.
A high ankle sprain, low knee sprain, whatever it is, that's what it is. All right, DSG Piccolo sent through a super chat and said, "Now, to be fair, Yang is still buns. Nigga look lost out there. But he not Mariah Mills BBL still? They really chose the Chinese market over help this year."
Shit, you know how much money that Chinese market is?
Yeah, like I said, he's probably already paid off the draft pick. But like, he's bad. But once again, he's a rookie. No one's expecting a rookie to be good right away.
Yeah, DSG just really just
bad. Yeah,
my read predictions. I've summoned my read predictions for Yang too. Just give it a second.
Yeah, watch. He gonna be straight in like 2-3 years. Watch. He gonna be cool.
No, but he is like one of the first 2 years away from being 2 years away player I think have been drafted in a while. So shout out to him. Also on similar trajectory, shout out to Jhonson. Hasn't been terrible this year.
See,
so
DSG.
Yeah.
See. Jordan Reed said it sounds like the Sixers should offer Embiid a medical retirement.
They should. They
offer him something, man. Get that man up out of your facility.
Now, only to be honest,
more on Friday, man. I'm gonna just leave it.
It's not only best for the Sixers, but it's best for Embiid's health moving forward. If he just stops playing basketball, bro. Sorry.
Take the more on Friday. So, like I say, take the more.
I mean, I'm with that though. I am still with just give him a little bit more time. Let's see if he can overcome this time.
He's played 9 games, but when it's Braun in his 7 games, it's wait. It's Joel Embiid. Nah, it's over. Shut up.
Real talk. This how I be sounding about Kawhi.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But you know what's crazy, Alex, is that Kawhi is probably better than Embiid also right now. So.
Probably. He's
probably.
Yeah,
he's definitely
not even
he's very clearly better than Joel.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
DSG been a member for 28 months. Yang locked up Edie. Yang locked Edie up, Mars. Second half defense.
Sure, buddy. Yeah, sure.
And the Monica Studios, 22 through 24, Joel is the best scorer since LeBron. Better shooter, scorer, rebounder, athlete, and defender than Jokic. Playoffs included. Should be 2-time MVP.
Now that it's actually over, like I think we can't let the world forget what Joel Embiid was, man. We can't let the world forget how good he was. Now that it's done, like, but those years when he was going band for band with Jokic and Giannis, and they were the top 3 in MVP every year, and he was averaging 30, and in 24 when he was averaging more points than minutes played, and all of that, we can't let people forget how good Joel Embiid actually was. Well, I won't. I'll do my best. Right. I won't let people forget how good he actually was, because that's one of the best players we've ever seen.
Yep.
Hey, if they can already disrespect the man behind me, Joel Embiid, hey, your time coming soon, my brother.
He was getting disrespected while it was happening. I don't know what to tell you. Joel was being hated on while it was unfolding. So
was Kobe.
Hopefully, yeah, sure, but at least Kobe's got some time where he's been appreciated. Joel Embiid has been like the most slandered, like relative, like slander versus praise. Joel Embiid is like a heavy dosage of slander for a player of his ability.
Yeah. D-Town. Embiid is a Ferrari sitting in the garage with 4 flat tires and no engine. Shit.
Sounds like an easy solution. Get an engine and pump up the tires.
It's easier said than done.
Exactly.
Malik Stevenson. Who are going to be there for the live show in Portland? I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't think any of us up here know the answer to that. So just send another super chat tomorrow when Ron's up here and press him about that. It'll be crazy if I'm not on the roster for that. You know, seeing as I'm in Portland.
Live up there. Yeah, that was.
Take No Kobe slander became a new YouTube member. Shout out to you, and please don't ever take any Kobe slander. Bino Pabelli. Shout out White Vance and what is this?
I think YouTube, man. I don't know. It may be White.
Basically, that's his get arounds for YouTube Premium.
Oh, okay. Oh, got you. Okay, well, yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to that. Don't pay for nothing if you don't have to. Got you. Cool, brother, cool. Frank Curcio, great episode. I agree.
Shout out to Frank.
Fred Davidson fan. R.I.P. playback. Yes. That's sad, man. I like playback. Bino Pinelli. The F playback is shutting down this Friday. Damn, that's crazy. Missed playback already.
Same.
Mr. Derek Mitchell. If you take away Dr. J's ring from Philly in 1983, he will be criticized for not winning an NBA title. I mean, yeah, probably so. Why not?
Probably, yeah. And that's a super team, by the way, so that would hurt.
Yeah. Drake. Coop Rookie of the Year by the way.
Yeah, he probably gonna win it by the season's ends, which was the prediction everyone had. But yeah,
probably. Yeah, Coop's a guy. He's gonna be really good in the league.
Yeah, since Ryan Nembhard been playing, Coop been like playing at like a borderline all-star level.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can start playing like some of that
defense. And he's 18.
Yeah, but yeah, Coop been really good for like the past couple weeks.
Get more buckets. It was an opinion. People can be smarter than you. It's not something to be mad about. Celtics coach said Brown told him to put Walsh in the lineup.
He's talking about Jaylen Brown leadership. Yeah, people definitely can be smarter than you. I think a lot of people are smarter than all of us. That doesn't mean you know about the leadership and going on in Boston. Right. But yeah, I mean, yeah, shout out to Jordan Walsh as well, by the way.
Yeah, really good defender.
All defensive potential upside. Right now, he's producing at a high level in defense. So.
Clamp Maxey couldn't clamp AR though. But
well, he actually was. Austin Reeves was getting off on Baylor Scheinman, but he's 36, so it's cool. But we're not gonna lie about what was unfolding in the game.
The last super chat of the day from Hunter TV. Won't forget the battles against Embiid FC from 21 to 24. This SGA shit just don't hit the same.
That's because you're losing the SGA war. But for what it's worth, Embiid and Jokic absolutely was a conversation for multiple years. And
as it should have been.
Yeah, 20 years from now, 25 years from now, the same way people try to rewrite the Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan discourse and act like those two were never close. I will be there telling you that Joel Embiid and Jokic for a few years in the early 2020s were absolutely debatable as players. They absolutely were. And people were having that conversation. And they weren't just drastically wrong to say Embiid was the better player.
Mars, just go a step further and tell the truth. Embiid was better than Jokic. Just tell
in 2024, I agree he was. I think he was playing better than Jokic in 2024. I think he was. Yeah. The other years was
better in 2024.
But the point is, you should be allowed to say that, and people shouldn't be rewriting history about how good Joel Embiid was. Now, do I agree? No, but I disagreed at the time. But there was a large portion of people who thought Embiid was the better player, and they weren't out of their minds for thinking that.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that's the end of the super chats, which means that's the end of the show. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, same crew. Y'all know where to find us. Peace.